him and I
yeah,
cooked him.
yeah.
He got cooked. He
Wow,
wanted to spew
nah.
out his Irish side today. He was heavy on his Irish side today. I
What's
turned
up
him
with
into
you?
I turned him medium rare because he rage quit. He didn't want to stay on the grill too much longer. So he's a little bit medium rare right now. He a little bloody, but he be all
Nah, you kind of looking iffy in these streets too, Sharon. I
right.
can't lie though, cause you was talking about, oh, nobody ain't built. No, I'm gonna say whatever I said, right? I'm gonna say this in your face behind your back. I did talk heavy behind your back, right? I
Damn.
talk heavy
You fell for it?
way
Why would
before
you
the
hold
Eater
on,
man.
hold on,
I,
before
I
you tell me
talk
what
I
you said.
talk kind of
Hold on,
heavy.
before you say what you said. Why are you falling for the Okie though? They are setting you up. They are setting you up to stay with the losing team. Why do you want to be a part of the
No,
losing
I'm not.
team?
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about how you be dropping me when Eater Man was up here, Sharon. When Eater Man was up here, I don't know. That was like last month, maybe last month, right? I
All
had
right,
a
but
grievance
we're not
with
talking
you.
about you and Eater Man. We talking about your hero getting his ass whooped. That's what we talking about.
I ain't see that. I gotta watch it because I never seen a Young get cooked, but I gotta rewatch it and I gotta give you my
My,
assessment
my
on that though. I
flowers.
gotta
No,
watch
my
that. I
flowers.
gotta watch it.
No, you got to give me my flowers. Or you could just take those flowers and put it on,
Yo,
and you could give it to England because I cooked them that bad. R.I.P. to
you
him.
not King Joffrey Joe. Where your
All
Halloween
right, hold on,
costume
Kel.
at?
Hold on, Kel. Hey, Diva, was you able to see me beat him up?
No, I came in at the
Uh-uh.
very end, like right as he was going off and he left. And
Wow.
then Cell started talking and then he said something about dick sucking chat and then you left.
Yeah, like because like now you attacking the chat. Like it's like, all right, I guess we ain't really having a conversation no more, right? Like you just like, hey, we're gonna keep it on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Like, but look, Diva, they was trying to get me out my body. They was trying every which way to get me out my body. Oh, I was like, no, because you know, black things. Oh, why?
That's surprising though. All the smoke going on and you still hit cell panel with all the smoke going on.
Yeah, well, actually,
I like that.
it's not crazy. It's actually admirable because, like I said, when you're walking in and you know nobody up there is for you, you understand not one person is going to try to not only co-sign you, but have a ability to say, you know what, I don't really like BG, but what she said right there, I got it. Like, or Sharon or Diva, whatever, whoever it is, it doesn't matter. When it's you against the many, as they call it over in some culture, doing what they'll be called the soaring eagle, one
Mm,
against many, that is a strategy. Um, Everybody can't do that, and not
mm,
they're cool. Sharon was not being rage baited. He only began to get frustrated when he clearly could see some people. I knew I saw the part where it was like, okay, come on, y'all are trying to rewrite what
yeah,
racism is. Like we don't understand the
right.
systems and how are we doing this? That's when I think you really begin to be like, so what y'all not gonna do
Yeah,
is,
like it's getting too like y'all getting too disingenuous now. Like it's
yeah,
going
like now come on now.
conversation now. Yeah.
And then everybody up there, mostly the majority being of our color, it does begin to feel a little bit like, okay, well, have this argument with your child or something when you got to do a little bit
Mm.
more to get them in the things that they're not wanting out. Let's see how this works for you because you named your daughter Shanquita. And now it's an issue on her applications, and you had a right to
Right.
name her Shanquita, whatever reason you wanted it to be. But that should not get her cast to the side of institutions who don't want Shanquitas, regardless of her understanding, her intelligence, and what it is she brings to that institution. She's already cast to the side without any further thought. Like all these things is like, okay, so we're gonna pretend that doesn't happen, and we do not have the we don't even have we have such a tiny percent of control of ownership. We're not talking about your basic black a Boost Mobile cell phone facility. We're talking about major global systems. Come on, y'all.
Can we
And,
keep
and
this?
also,
Can we keep
hold
this
on,
like
Kills.
surface
Give me
level?
1 second, Kills.
Sharon?
And Jabba, yeah, it happened like maybe like what 30 minutes ago. Hey Diva, is it your birthday suit day? Is it your B-Day?
No, it's not my birthday.
Oh.
Well, who said it was my birthday?
Oh, you trying to have him
I know you somewhere around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a couple days ago.
I'm upset. Happy birthday.
Happy belated.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Come on, y'all. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna sip a party like it's your birthday. And you know we're not doing it's your birthday.
Hold on, Kel. Don't you see we celebrating? Because I knew it was close. I didn't know I missed it. I knew it was close. God damn it. Happy birthday, PH Diva.
Thank you.
I'm mad I didn't guess it right. Because I was like, damn, it was coming up. I thought you was gonna like say something that give me a little hint to say which, because I know it's around here. I'm like 2 days late.
Yep.
Damn it. I was close. It's that damn leap year.
I thought you was getting on your plane. Hold on, I didn't say this real quick. Palm Beach. I thought Sharon was going to get on his plane and go to like what David what's his name Dave Chappelle when he lost that.
Let's get back to how you was talking shit about Sharon.
I thought you was about to go to Africa. I did. I talked a whole lot of shit in these spaces about Sharon.
Hold on,
I thought Sharon was going.
Hold on,
I thought Sharon was going to be
Hold on, Kels. We need some straight and clear, concise understanding. What did you say? Go ahead. You on mute, Kels.
Oh, I thought you. Hold on.
Yeah. No, you muted yourself. There you go. What is going on?
I think you beat me, yo. You don't hate on me. See, you hate on me. You know I talk quick. You know I say whatever to you on this platform, Sharon.
Hold on. Hold on, Kels. So what? You went to another platform and you just over there like
I wasn't praying on your. I wasn't praying. Hold on. I must say it. Let me say it, PhD.
Kels, let me finish asking you the question. What, you was around a bunch of cornballs, and so you said, "Hey, I want to be corny just like y'all." That's what happened.
I ain't gonna call it like that. But I wasn't praying on your downfall, but I was like, yo, how the bounce back gonna be though? I wasn't praying on your downfall, but I was like, yo, what's Sharon gonna do with all this smoke in the air right now? The bounce back. Cause I was like, yo, he was talking all of this hotness. I don't need Anton Daniels. I don't need Fatty.
Nobody.
I built this brick by brick shit, right? On that movie. What's that movie called? I built this brick by brick. I don't need nobody.
No.
And in a couple of hours, I see Sharon on Fatty's show. I'm like, what the fuck going on over here? I'm like, is he going to? I said this verbatim. I said he went to Fatty for covering.
Wow, that's what you thought?
Yeah, I said it. Hell yeah, it was a thought.
And this is what I mean when you.
I don't want to say the N word, but my brother.
Kill, slow down. So this is why I'm saying you got to be careful hanging around cornballs because you start to believe.
I'm going by what you said verbatim. I'm over here every morning.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that when you hang around cornballs, you start to do what cornballs do, right? They were saying all these negative things probably about me. He's like, oh, let me say some funny, corny things as well too. And then now you pile on, and then you realize, oh shit, they were the cornballs. They the ones that gotta have an echo chamber. They gotta have a whole panel saying, hey, let's dog pile on this man because I hate him, and they don't even know why they mad at me. They don't even know why.
I get that, but on the flip side of that, you're supposed to be a man of standards. A man, I built this. You told Fatty that out his mouth. When Fatty say, "Are you gonna come to the super panel, whatever?" You was like, "Nah, man, nigga. I'll let you know. I'm gonna leave it up to the people, whatever." And then once whatever came out, Then you went over there less than a couple of hours when everything came out. I thought you supposed to be like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. So I was like, nigga, that's some clown shit.
Right. So
Nah, nigga, stand on it.
If you was able to stand on who you were as a man,
I was mad. I was kind of mad though.
If you was able to stand on who you are as a man, you'll probably have a good channel. But the problem is you too flip floppy. And if you was able to stand on who you are as a person, you'd be able to go anywhere and you will be there. Anywhere I go, I bring me. So if I'm on Fatty Show, it's me that is there having a conversation. If I go to Cell and Raw channel, it is me that is there. I don't have to flip flop and act like I want to fit in with them or fit in with that side. I'm going to stand on my square. I stand my 10 toes down wherever I go.
Let me be mad. Let me be mad, bro. Let me be mad. Because you know DS1, let me say a name. DS1 say that I doxed them, right? Or that I did some back in the day shit, right?
Hold on.
Fuck that.
You're not
nigga.
Hold on.
I don't stand on my purpose.
Hold on. I don't know who that person is. You're not bringing that to my
chat.
Right. So like I'm saying, is that like all those scary ass cornballs that you was hanging around with? They ain't coming here. You know why? Because they lame. They don't have no arguments. They can't stand on it.
I only said it in 2 chats. Maybe 3.
Okay, all right. Shit. He had all that time to talk to me, but he didn't say nothing.
At least I told you, nigga. At least I told you.
Thank you.
These scary ass niggas like your homeboy Eating Man going around calling me this and calling me that, and you dropping me, and I can't even address this clown ass nigga because I don't say nothing that I can't say to you on this panel like I'm telling you right now. So he's the liar, bro. And you know why I do that.
Okay.
I'm not shooking you, bro.
Okay. You must. All right.
Kills, I suggest that I know you got a channel, and if you got issues with E and all these people, go live, stir up your own, get that live going, and then all them know how you feel, because right now you're using his platform to address a recent situation.
I don't use nobody.
Letting you know where you're in error right now. You're deviating from a conversation that has nothing to do with your own personal grievance, my guy. So you did the same. Do you even know why you're up here, or did you just see a link and run up?
And you did the same thing with Fatty.
He was supposed to be here. So I'm just trying to figure out, do you understand?
And you did the same.
Kills. You make it very difficult to talk. I don't know why
you did the same thing with Fatty.
Hold on.
Who?
Hold on. Kills. I don't know why you think it's just okay to overtalk, and I don't know what moment you think you're gonna get by just screaming and yelling profanity. But we'd rather have a conversation than you try to be funny and try to be vulgar. If you can't have a conversation, it is okay. You just be on mute and you can hang out. But don't try to get a fake moment, because it's not going the way how you actually think it's going.
I ain't trying to get no moment, bro.
Okay,
I ain't trying to get no moment out of y'all, man.
All right, so now just pay attention to the conversation. We can build on there, because we see that your smoke with me, whatever you said on other panels, it's not real smoke. So I guess, Diva, you want me to go? I could pull up the stream and we could go through the nonsense he was saying, Diva. It was crazy.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I heard, did you see the Stephen A. Smith and Anton Daniels, Diva?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to know if it was good or not, and if it's something we could review. Because I know those two conservatives is probably.
Who was on whose show? Anton was on Stephen A. show?
Anton was on Stephen A. show, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Hey, look, all I know, I gotta start being more of a villain, Diva. I ain't a villain enough. I ain't on these necks enough. I gotta start applying more pressure. Hey, look, Diva. Anybody calling my name, I'm showing up. You say my name like the boogeyman, I'm being there.
Not Candyman.
I ain't playing with nobody. All 2026 is up. And if we can take it, they want to take it somewhere else, we can take it there too. I'm feeling good right now. Whoop that man ass. Let me see.
Man, I did.
Go ahead, Beachy.
I was shocked. I was just waiting for the proper rebuttal, and not under Steve was losing it. Come on, and like, what is something? It's something else about you that's bothering. It got nothing to do with the conversation. I don't care if you would have got out there and told them, it's going to be a nice spring. Aren't the flowers blooming? It could have been anything. he gonna go against what you're saying, and to the point of trying to make up stuff. Like it wasn't. It didn't. No one's buying that. And then when y'all let other people from other races sit there and gaslight you to looking bad, represent for your like yourself, it just don't hit right. Because I'm in with this. Sharon was correct. You can be conservative and not like your and not go against your people. You doesn't have any. What are you doing there? You can be conservative and not have
Why
to be.
don't you hit the link and say the same thing, Beach? Why don't you hit the link and say the same thing?
Kelso, you want to talk towards the conversation? Go ahead, but you don't need to talk at nobody and turn everything to art. That's what we mean by starting the moment. If
That's what it is, Sharon.
Yes, add to the comment. Yes, add to the conversation. Yes, add to it. Not try to find. No, I'm trying to give you some good advice to learn how to engage in a conversation instead of just talk at a conversation. Trying to give you some good advice. Sheesh. It's okay. I want y'all brothers to be better, goddammit. This is where I jumped in at, Diva. I just came up there. I probably was there for like 5 minutes before I started recording. We was at Cellular. He sent me a message. He's like, "Can you come up?" I was like, "All right, I guess." And right away we went to cooking. Where am I at? Hold on. Be overly sensitive. I think we are reacting properly when we see somebody trying to play in our face. In this day and age, we see that we have to be a little bit more tactful, of course. But we understand that you cannot get away with the things that you got away with in the past. We just not allowing it to happen anymore.
Okay, cool. But here's my problem with this, right? So if we're trying to get away from that in the past, and I totally get that, and there's certain things that do have racial overtones, and it does have a historical tone to it. But my thing is this: should we not, as Black people, find ourselves being guilty of the very same thing that we view as historically wrong?
Anybody want to answer his question before? Let me go with Kills. Kills, you want to answer his question? I bet not. Welcome
now you want me. Now you want to. All of that.
Nah, you can replay the question back. He wasn't paying attention.
No, I wasn't. Beach. Okay, I'm only paying attention. I'm only paying attention.
Okay, it's all right. Welcome to the show.
I'm only paying attention to Beach.
Welcome to the show, E. the Man Williams. Good day, sir. How you doing? What's your thoughts? Did you see this craziness?
I was over there, but I don't know what y'all talked about, so I came over here to talk to you. I know for a fact that Sharon ain't got no problem with no Black men mocking a white woman. I just know for a fact. Listen. I know. I'm gonna shut the internet down if you got a problem with a Black man mocking her. Well, did you see Drewski's response? He said. This is what Drewski said. You forgave the killer that killed your husband, but you don't want to forgive me for saying a couple jokes.
Damn, that's a harsh rebuttal.
No, this is he said because I ain't say nothing about your husband. I mocked that dead. How you doing? So right. I just want to understand.
He said that. Drop the link. He said that.
You go find it for yourself. I don't have to prove nothing to you. I know what's wrong with Kels. Hey, listen. The point that I'm telling you is he responded to this, and he said, and this is true. She went on live saying that she forgave the man that killed her husband, right? And now she have a comedian that's mocking her doing Pilates, right? Which I thought was funny. She had a comedian. She had a comedian literally doing what we see all white folks do. I was literally today at the coffee here in Gravity at the coffee. They giving out free coffee, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, let me go get me some coffee. Tell me why the lady had a Tesla, brand new Tesla with the dolls in the back, eating the little organic whipped cream. Like, and I'm laughing because now I'm seeing this skit in my head with this is how white people move. I just don't understand why anybody is outraged for this man to be comedian. And it'd be different, Sharon, if this was his first. He done did it to black people. He done did it to hillbilly peoples. He done did it to what's them people called that be on there yelling on the sideline? One of Beach's cousins, them. What them people they call them people with the blue and gold? What's his name? What is? Do you know the people who be talking?
Notre Dame? What? Notre Dame?
No, the organization, they wear blue and gold, they be yelling at people.
The organization, I don't know.
I cannot think of their name for some reason, but you know they be like, God said we the original people. What dang, I can't think of.
Oh, Israelites. The Israelites.
And the Aboriginals be doing that too.
But he done did it about the Israelites. This is what he said, that this is my comedy. I am interpreting what I see in the world from my perspective. Right? And so in my opinion, he's not like Angry Man he's full of crap talking about he picking on some white, now he picking on the white woman. That's crazy, man. No,
that was absolutely crazy. Hey, Kels, you again, Kels, got
Either man, why you don't hear?
Slap the taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see it.
Goddamn, it says Kels need to go. They put a 20 ball on your head. Welcome to the show. TMZ Times, what's good with you?
TMZ is hilarious.
That's what they go, man. There you go. What up? Hey, man, this thing is kind of crazy that Angry Man was really trying to fight for this white woman and white conservatism. Clearly, Eden Man had a problem with him. I just cooked him up. Roy B cooked him up. Man, Taz, I made that man so upset. He started talking about my wife. He called me stupid. He went crazy, man. And I ain't even flinch. I ain't even bat an eye.
You did that for real? For real?
Yes.
I gotta go back and watch this.
I ain't come to do all that, but I did come to push back a little bit.
All right, let's do it.
Because here's my issue. I'm tired of seeing black men jump out here, put on a dress, put on a whole blonde wig, you done painted yourself white, turned yourself into a woman, jumped on camera, and now we gonna laugh with you?
Hey, that's a
funny.
Different topic.
Yeah, it was funny to me. It might not be funny to nobody else, but like I've laughed at Big Mama when Martin Lawrence was in the dress. Now, as I'm saying that men should be in the dress, no, but it was funny. Big Mama was funny. Mrs. Doubtfire was funny. Guess what? White chicks. It was
Tyler
funny
Perry?
to me.
Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry's funny.
Medea?
Now, are y'all aware? I don't know if y'all follow Twitter a lot because that's where everything starts with Twitter and how they're running that meme now. The white people have gotten mad. Now they say, okay, so we can do a blackface then. So game on. So now they're trying to counteract. Drewski's skit wasn't done distasteful. It wasn't done that way. Now so just watch and see. They're about to do their versions and they're about to be doing black faces because that's how they feel like they got to one up or get back. And it wasn't even meant that it wasn't supposed to be like that. They just want an excuse to come out and do some racist.
It's definitely
I'm cool with it. Let me say it, 'cause I know everybody disagree.
And I also want to address what Taz says about dress. I don't think it's cool for black men to be putting on dresses and acting like a woman at all if you are a straight man. If you are in that community, hey, do whatever you need to do. I don't even actually care if it was funny or not because I didn't actually watch it. As soon as I seen who he was playing, I didn't actually want to watch it because of what Taz said. I don't really enjoy those type of things. But for the people on the other side saying that Drewski is now a racist for playing in whiteface is absolutely insane when he's a comedian, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get that. And I get what you're saying. First of all, I found out about Drewski and when Drewski been hollering at studs. He said he like a stud, right? I don't know why we think he like women, but I don't know what he like. Let me say that, right? But he purposely go after studs. He said he like a woman that's dressed like a man, and that's his cup of tea. So I have already compartmentalized that that's not no straight man, or he's not moving like no straight man, because that's not how straight men move, in my opinion, trying to go after studs and only studs. Now, let's be clear. He had a whole TV show about that. So I understand, like Tyler Perry's a good example. I don't think Tyler Perry's straight. right? I think he gay. So when gay men are doing these things, that's part of what they do. You can't understand, Taz? Like, you almost like we trying to paint this picture that he's a straight man.
Yeah, I assumed he was. I don't know of him to be anything other than straight. So if he's not, then that makes more sense. But I don't know. Again, I'm more about the conversation about the imagery. And I think we can be funny without being in dresses and turning ourselves white and mimicking women. You know what I'm saying?
He
I
was
do
in
think
a
we have to find.
pantsuit.
Say it again, PhD.
He was wearing a pantsuit, not a dress.
Yeah, it's all the same though. If you mimicking a woman and painting your face to be a woman and putting on a blonde wig and pretending to be a woman, it's all the same. And again, if there's no standard, then there's no standard. I just don't like that type of stuff because again, it goes back to the conversation that was being held 15 years ago when I first got online. The effemination of the black man, and the black man got to wear a dress to be in a Hollywood movie, and it was part of this whole woke movement to, waking black men up to not, put on dresses and all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? If we just right back here with people laughing and giggling at it, okay, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying that was, there used to be a so-called conversation or standard around it.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody didn't have a dress on. Cat Williams, not Cat. Hello,
No, not Cat.
not Cat. Well, I didn't mean to say Cat Williams. Kevin Hart. I think we saw him in a dress. We don't see. Matter of fact, I think the people who haven't been in a dress is easier to count than the people who have been in a dress. And I get the point that y'all saying, but when I looked at it, I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Like when he was kind of displaying about what white women do, like I said, organic dog food stuff, right? Like that stuff was funny. The sliding boards and she almost getting ready to fall. That stuff was funny. But I also thought that it was funny when he made the comment about the pastor. Like I'm not like that's the point is I think that he have a certain lane. And let me be clear. I also thought it was funny when Dave Chappelle was talking about that group of people that start with a T. Like, so I'm just saying that when I see these things, just because somebody offended, doesn't mean that it's funny. Not funny to me.
Okay. Let me also welcome into the show. If Taz don't want to respond, let me welcome into the show, Mont. Good day, Mont. What part of the conversation you want to join in on?
What up, y'all? I literally just got here, so I heard what Eda Man was just talking about, like something about Drewski, kind of putting on the liking studs or whatever. I don't find Drewski I don't think he even seemed gay to me. He seemed like a comedian, so I don't think he seemed gay at all.
Do you think it's okay for black male comedians to put on dresses? How do you feel about that?
If it's funny, it's funny. I don't have a problem with that. I know today we're a little bit more sensitive to it, but Martin did it. We never looked at Martin no way. Martin, one of my favorites. And he was Shanae. He did all that. He did it beautifully. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but see, okay, so
we got Wanda
when we were watching Martin,
Jamie Foxx too. That was old school, Wanda.
Because some of that we would say is funny, but there's also another context to funny that I guess has been forgotten. Funny also meant broken wrist. Funny also meant, funny. You know what I'm saying? So like I get y'all keep saying it was funny. Yeah, it was funny, right? Yeah, right. Because he's a funny dude, right? Funny. But like, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm just saying at some point, again, if we just saying forget the black male image and whatnot, cool. But I thought masculinity meant not trying to mimic women.
Well, I think, Taz, what these actors do don't prove my masculinity. Like my image as masculinity, this is so important. Because Hollywood been doing weird stuff for a long time. We ain't gonna act like 2026 now they being weird. They have been putting out an image forever, and I don't think they gonna stop doing it. So what we need to start saying is that's Hollywood, and us normal people do different things.
But yeah, Taz, because that's the point, Taz.
Right, I would think
I want Mont to And I want Mont to get a chance. He wants to respond as well. So after Taz go, Mont, and then I believe Edie Man want to respond as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think that what you're saying is like something crazy, and I don't think we're measuring each other's masculinity, but in terms of a greater conversation. Again, when I came on the social media, that greater conversation was Black men shouldn't have to lower themselves or emasculate themselves to move further into the comedy industry or anything else. What you see now is an acceptance of that. And I'm just saying it's different than what it was 10, 15 years ago. They would say, Black men were saying, nah, fam, we ain't dressing up like no women, especially not no white women. Like, what are we doing? We're now saying that's funny.
I think
Hold on, Edie Man. It's going to be Mont, then you, Edie Man. Go ahead, Mont.
Right. Well, hold on. White chicks, though. So,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was
over
gonna say.
10 years ago, they were doing it, right?
Yeah, I think the so there's a
White chicks was out by then. That was part of the.
I think we
part of the
just
meme.
well, Taz, what it seems like you just created a misconception that Black men have not been doing. Within the last 10 years, Black men haven't been doing that. We've always been doing that. Like it's when Martin did it, it was comedic genius to me. Like it was so funny. And
I know you niggas been gay. I'm the initial nigga to come on here and call you niggas gay. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying don't get, because y'all starting to confuse shit. Let me make sure you understand. I know you niggas gay as fuck. Right? So let's not get it confused. We can get it popping if that's what y'all trying to do, but I'm trying to have a real conversation, not let y'all know what you niggas are.
Hold on. Did I offend you somehow? Did I say something that was
yes, nigga, because I'm not playing about this, bro. Y'all like I ain't made no misconception. Where?
No, so what you just did, right? I'm gonna tell you, this is what I heard. You just said that it's only recent as with the last 10 years we've said these things were okay, right? And what I was saying was that was never even a misconception that within the last 10, like that's just become okay. Like this has been the status quo that certain actors that are Black men can go and put on dresses and stuff like that. That's been traditional. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. And there became a point where that tradition was called out. So in terms of like a movie like White Chicks, the example that came out of the Remedial Chat, that movie came out in 2004. The call out I'm referring to comes after that. But because there's so many dummies talking, you wouldn't understand the point that you got to put these things on a timeline in order to understand my point. By the time White Chicks came out and we get to the conversation I'm talking about with people actually calling it out from within the industry, yeah, we saying we not gonna do that no more.
Okay, so when was the time period?
Hold on.
I'm sorry, babe. Go ahead.
2010 and beyond, up until now.
So that's different, right? So if you saying that collectively or a particular group of Black people have said we're not doing this no more, that's a different conversation. We can talk about if we agree on that or not. I don't care, honestly. I don't think it's comedians doing that has ever been representation of us or not. But that's not what I heard, and maybe I heard wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what you heard. I know what I said. I'm not sure what you heard. I would have thought you heard what I said.
Yeah, that's what I thought you. I'm a very humble person, right? So even though I'm confident in what I heard, I'm willing to say, you know what? I'm not going to say that's what you said because I can go back. We ain't going back to the replay right now, but that's just me saying, I remember this, and of course you're going to say I remember not saying it. That's how that normally go. But yeah.
Wait,
yeah. Okay, so again, when I'm calling this, what I'm calling out is the question of when did so again in the last 10 years, what other man has been in a dress and celebrated like this? Well, I ask it that way.
Tyler Perry.
Well, he been doing that for 20, 30 years.
Well, I was gonna say what?
20 years.
Yeah, he been in the last 10 years.
I would argue. I don't think Tyler Perry's being celebrated in the community though, but I guess that would be the point of contention.
Yeah, he's not being. People actually talk down on Tyler Perry, even though he's highly successful. So like they kind of like, especially black men actually talk negative about Tyler Perry, saying that he's funny. Like that's the quote.
Some
that's
black
probably the
men
best
talk
quote.
negative about him. Not all, right? The man became a billionaire in the last 10 years. So plenty of people was going to watch it, and it wasn't just black women.
So hold on. This is the thing. Hold on,
Like you
because
say,
I
That's
get.
what, hold on,
Young
before you
Thug was
jump in, but
criticized.
that's Taz's point is that is
He
yeah.
said that it's been called out, and it's so basically it's frowned upon now. And I'm saying no, it's not frowned upon. It's been getting more and more pronounced.
With
So
who?
who frowning upon it?
Where are the examples? Because I'm saying
Again,
I'm saying
so
from the
like I
90s
said,
to
Tyler
2000s.
Perry. We can look at all the little
Wait,
rappers.
what's the
right?
movie? Because you're just naming a
What's
person.
the?
I'm saying the imagery I'm
He
referring
just
to.
made a movie. Well, what we want to do?
Madea go to jail.
Right.
Madea
Hold on. Right.
Bro,
Really?
destination
Madea
wedding. Madea.
Homecoming.
Okay, let me
Madea-
look.
All right, so
Let me
hold
look.
on.
Really?
So yeah,
Look.
so you saying those movies is a good representation of black men?
No, what we
you're
saying is
saying
that
that
people
people are
support it.
frowning
Okay,
upon
so
that imagery.
all right, and so that's what Taz is talking about. He's talking about the representation of black men
I know
after.
why he's against it, but he's saying
Okay.
like black society has called it out and we all frowning upon it. And I'm saying that's not the case. Some
Yeah,
people have
men have
called it
certainly
out.
called it out. This is what these.
Right. I know people have called it out, but it's not frowned upon, right? The little boys getting more sweeter and sweeter by the day. The boys
Okay,
getting
so
sweeter and
this
sweeter
is
by the day. Look how tight their pants is.
see that you
All
know
of
it's
them
a
look like
different
little
argument
girls.
because
Cut it
Hold
out.
I would argue this is why that's happening. So you know what I'm saying that's a different
That's
argument.
not why it's
Hold on.
happening.
I
Y'all
don't
have
disagree.
always been gay.
So hold on. So hold on, wait, Taz. So I understand what Taz is saying, and my closing words would be this. I'm so sick and tired of y'all thinking white women, not y'all, when I say y'all, I'm talking about angry men, thinking white women are untouchable. I get what Taz saying that this doesn't have a good image for black men. I'm not even knocking that. But he done did this and he done dressed we didn't hear this type of smoke when he dressed up like the black woman. He dressed up like the black woman. Nobody had nothing to say. And now that he's dressed up like a white woman, now she's supposed to be this protected group. So I'm just saying, if we gonna have that smoke for Drewski, we should have had that smoke for Drewski when he was dressed like a black woman. But nobody cared about black image then. And I'll leave it there. I'll talk to y'all later.
So are you saying Taz up here cooning? Is that what you saying? Taz is up here cooning?
Yeah, that's
for the white
well. He
woman?
didn't say that
Oh,
about
okay.
me, but I would answer and respond to that. I have an issue with men wearing dresses coming out in women's imagery. And I had an issue with it when he did it with women, black women. I have more of an issue when a black man does it with black women. That's more of a problem.
I get it, but we didn't hear about it. Like I'm hearing about this white woman.
I agree.
Okay,
You don't
that's
hear
all I'm
about
saying. Yeah.
femicide. You don't hear about what happens to black women in America every 5.5 hours. You don't hear about domestic violence. You don't hear about shit that happens every fucking day, bro. But it happens.
I get
You
that,
don't
but
hear
that's
about it, but you
I'm
ain't
just
No,
saying.
but he's
asking for
saying
it
you
either.
wasn't up here talking about it. We dressed up as a black woman. Up here.
You gotta say it again, DB. You breaking up.
You sound like a robot.
Yeah,
Nah,
she's so Taz. Like
hold on.
we
Eve,
can't
hold
hear.
on.
She gotta go out.
Hold on. Yeah. But he wanna bring it up now and have the conversation now, and I think that is also fair as well. Say, hey, like, is this gonna be okay moving forward that black men promoting other black men?
Well, no, listen.
Feminine characteristics and imagery on screen.
Hold on, but no, this ain't against Taz. Taz got the right to feel here. I did not hear Angry Man talking about when he dressed up like a black woman. That's the point that I'm saying. The bigger issue
No, Taz understand that, but that's why Taz came up to bring up his he wanted to hear that argument. He wanted to see if it's okay now that he understands that this is his argument that he is bringing up. This is a separate argument from anybody else on the internet. This is Taz's concern.
I didn't see the angry man thing for real. I don't even
know. Okay, he didn't see the review. Okay, he don't know
he
the
don't care
review.
about none of that stuff.
Okay, well, this is what I'm saying is black men cannot stop gay people from being in the community. It's impossible for them. We can have straight men can have a problem with it. They can get on YouTube and talk about it. You know what I learned about these gay dudes? They're gonna do what they want to do. It's nothing we can do to stop it.
Also Edith Man, but he's not coming out as a gay man. He has girlfriends and all that.
Yeah, because I'm not crossing over into anything about that community. That's really extending the conversation. I'm more so just talking about the imagery was my pushback.
I'm saying, but he is on record saying that he want women that got strap-ons.
Okay,
Like,
that's fine. But what is your thought on the imagery? You
I don't
okay
know nothing about
with
that.
black men being the image of a female?
Yeah, I think that gay people gonna be around. They gonna go outside, and us straight people cannot stop it from happening.
Okay,
Like we
Wait,
can't
Sharon.
stop it.
okay, perfect. And yes, Alawan, you can hit the link. Anybody that want to hit the link, you can join the conversation before we get to the super chats. I know Mont was trying to jump in there. Mont, do you have a problem with the black male image as a female?
I think that if I felt like the black male image was being compromised, yes, I would. However, I don't think that this is compromising the black male image at all. I think that when this happens, which is rarely, most comedians don't do this, right? It's rare that a comedian does this, but I think that it's extremely funny, and I think we all can laugh about it. And I think that none of us think twice. We don't take it serious. It don't make our kids more like, oh, maybe we should put on a dress. I don't think it does none of that. I think that it's a comedian being a comedian. So I don't think that it has any. I think that we over. I don't know if it comes from like. I doubt it. It might not come from homophobia or something like that. But we making a. I think we making too much of this.
Okay, I like that.
Just about everybody up here is on Instagram, right? Just about.
Say that again.
Everybody up here is just about on Instagram, probably or not. So y'all notice in these reels with Instagram, y'all notice the men that'll play the mama. Y'all don't notice that when they put on the bonnets and they're playing us as women, and it'll be something.
I haven't seen it.
So no one sees the
I've
reels.
seen it plenty of times. Yes, I've seen it.
Okay, Diva. Okay, I'm about to say y'all not gonna make me look crazy. They do simple reels with a belt, and they'll say, it'll be something like when your mama walking around the house all day looking for stress, and the guy got on the road in a bonnet imitating his mama walking around looking for stress, or her talking to the kid over homework, and I can tell that's a heterosexual man. He's just projecting what some of us look like sometimes, or our mamas. And they be funny, and they're legit, and they're not gay men, and it's just.
So, Beachy, I got a question for you.
Just make a bonnet on and some glasses and a robe, and it's funny.
Beachy, so do you have an issue with black men portraying themselves as women for a black man image? Do you have an issue with it?
Not in comedy, not at all. It's entertainment, and I mean, I don't think anybody had a problem with men. So is this a black thing, or is this a?
No, it's not a black thing, and that's why I want to get in that. I'm like,
I was going to say, because then I put in the comments. So in when they started this arts, women weren't even allowed to play women parts. Yeah, I do know the men played all the parts, and they played the woman, the king, the girl, the princess. They just were spectators. They dressed up as women and played those parts, and those men weren't considered gay or looked at any other way. They put on this gaudy makeup and gaudy wigs, and they played the part. Asian culture did it too with their theater. Everyone did this since the beginning of plays. So why is it so outrageous and abominable that a black man is doing what's always been done on plays, and they're just playing a part? You know, when we couldn't do it. I mean, yes, we can do it now. We have rights to be in cinema and arts and plays and theater, but when it just had to be all men on the stage, nobody gave a second thought about, well, what's going on there? And they would do all type of acts. Some of it would get grungy and raunchy. So I'm gonna leave that there.
No,
because we are the standard.
Hold on. I know PS Diva want to jump in. Can you read the super chats and then go to your thought, Diva?
Sure, certainly. Okay. Carl Anderson, 4832, $5. The image of black men is an important topic to discuss, but combining it with issues of sexuality in a negative way come across as hateful. Come on, man. Conversations with MJ, $20. 1, Drewski is mixed.
Damn.
His grandfather is white. 2, he never said white women. He said conservative women. So liberal was code for black men. Now to Taz's point, I get it, but that's for men to decide. The Real Prism XO, $10. It has to be a full moon. Sharon with Ugly Man and Taz giving a beat down to Tubby. Peace, fam.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yogi Fish.
I think Tubby is. I guess Fatty is Tubby. I think so. But go ahead, Diva.
Yogi Fish, $5. There needs to be a part 2 to that conversation, Sharon, but with calmer people. I joined that one. You should have went up there and made the environment calmer.
Mm-hmm. I don't like his name.
The long $10, $2. Look, it's Mr. and Mrs. Exposed. What does that mean?
Yeah. Somebody trying to be cute. Go ahead, Diva. So, what is your thought on this this black man image with Drewski being feminine on 2 different levels?
Well, so generally speaking, I have an issue with black men dressing up as black women, right? Because part of the joke is that black women look like men and black women are unattractive. So I don't like that. Now, what Drewski did, I don't have a problem with. I thought it was very funny. I also think the whole I'm concerned about the black male image.
Well, he did the black women as well.
What? I literally just what?
No, I just want to know. So no, I just want to make sure it's clear because I know you said you have a problem with it, but so you had a problem.
And I said I thought it was funny when he did the white woman. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, that's what I want to clear up.
You don't listen to me when I talk.
Shut the fuck up, my God. But yeah, so I think I'm concerned about the image of black men. I think that's a crock of shit, right? Because you would have to be in a constant state of rage, or you would constantly be at work, right? Because the biggest platform that black men have, they get up, climb up to the top of it, and shout out to the world that they're degenerates, right? So if we're concerned about the male image, then you need to be right behind C. Dolores Tucker, rest her soul, trying to put an end to all this negative rap music that's ruining the image of black men, right? So we can start there. And then it's a lot of other places we can go if we want to clean up the image of black men before we get to this boy dressing up like some weirdo white woman.
Okay. Let me get Marvelous.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't. It's weird to try to change the context of what it is that I'm arguing, though. I'm not arguing the image of black men as you hear it or as you see it in a music video, simply in terms of comedy. And it's like y'all have moved the goalpost 75 different places as opposed to just dealing with the point. I'm fine with it, but I'm not making something up here. There was an argument to be made that black men shouldn't do this, but if he's just doing a drive-by on Erica Kirk and niggas want to cover for that, that's fine. I'm asking about the greater situation, but it seems people don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, the greater situation is be concerned about your image on every platform, right? So don't, if you degenerates over here, then there should be no issue. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Yeah, you
so
can't.
if you're what?
You can't. I've done all of that. My concern for the community and its image has already been
off. Now, if you can't shut the fuck up, then I'll boot you the fuck off.
I don't give a fuck about being
right.
booted.
Okay, so get prepared to get booted, nigga.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Okay. Bye, nigga.
That shit don't bother me.
Okay. Wonderful.
Like, you gotta understand.
It don't bother me neither. All it is $20, so it certainly don't bother me.
Do better, fam.
Go ahead, Sharon.
Do better.
No, you
Not
do
the
better.
taste out my mouth, Sharon.
Be better. Be better. Yeah.
We can't be better with fake ass people one day saying black men's image, then the next day they tell them to go dress up like women.
Who's so worried about?
I mean, I can't help it. You can't say you're a hypocrite, dog. I just don't care enough.
Go ahead and tell everybody that you hate yourself or you hate everybody. Right. Shut the fuck up in 2026.
It says Banuko. That's how you spelled this. So I'm gonna read it how you spelled it. I'm gonna read it how you spelled it. You some Nuko. So Taz got 15 minutes. It's $20 on Taz right now.
Yeah. Like I kind of get what Taz is saying because I understand what he talk about on YouTube. But when I hear about people talking about the black image and they talk about black women, for all day on YouTube, it don't make no sense to me. Like, it's almost like, do you really care about the black image, or you just want to cake for this white woman?
I think it is an interesting take for sure.
Don't provoke me to anger, or else you be in danger.
Says,
all right, Diva, we like, come on now, what we doing?
$100.
So you just gonna, so you gonna kick me off again?
Yes, nigga.
I don't want to argue with you. I want to have a
No,
conversation.
no. Because I heard you the first time talking about stupid motherfuckers. I ain't say nothing, but I heard it. And then for you to not be able to even let me finish my sentence, I was just speaking my thought. I let you finish yours. I was giving a rebuttal.
Yeah, go ahead.
You did not eat right. You still can't do it. So yes, I'm about to put $100 on your head.
Go ahead.
Nigga. Right. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. I ain't paying $100 to come back.
Right. Right, nigga.
That nigga said, Sharon, I don't like you that much.
I know you can't have a conversation though. Remedial ass.
That's fine. Apparently you can't
bye.
Who keep cutting me off, right? I was trying to have it, but you kept cutting me off.
Fam, you gotta pay $100 to run. Little nigga.
Okay.
Superior intellect. And you know it.
Right.
And you know it. Pay $100 to hide it.
Yep.
I ain't these other dudes. I ain't no Rimbo. Right. I'll embarrass you intellectually, and you know
it.
It's
the taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see it.
Look like she didn't embarrass you financially.
Right.
I thought I was muted. I was sorry. Okay, I thought I was muted.
You know what's extremely interesting about this?
No, damn well you wasn't muted. And it says,
you know what's extremely interesting about this, Sharon?
Hold on, before you tell you what's interesting, because it's over $50, you gotta scrape the ground.
Yeah. I like my hoes, never home. I was on the street hoeing, just like Taz. Shut your ass up.
Well, I was going to say, like, what's extremely interesting about this is he seemed like he's probably is an intelligent guy, right? But when we talk about the image of the black man, I mean, us coming up on here and having conversations and being civil and not cutting people off and being able to control our emotions, control our mouths, like, I'm not going to say it's a contradiction, but I would say that that's something to look at, you know, if we're so concerned about how we present ourselves and we behave this way. I don't know.
It's a good choice of words. I like it. That was a good thought.
Sharon said, I do not choose violence today. It must be because it's Saturday.
Even with the quiet quiet flex. I like it.
We are not going to forget you all. We're going to see how Sharon got someone's panties all up in a bunch earlier and got out of their spirit.
Yeah.
They had an outer body experience, all because Sharon just would not be moved. He wasn't, you're looking at people in the face and they really looking at you like it's not working. And so you start throwing tantrums. I mean, grown men throwing tantrums. Come on,
we always do that though.
I would think we start learning a better way to move. There was one time on YouTube I always would do something, but over a period of time, we mature in our behavior. We don't,
But Beachy, if you name yourself the angry man, you got to be angry.
What you say?
If you name yourself the angry man, you got to be angry. Then you won't be the angry man anymore.
Also, let me welcome into the show somebody that was on. He was on the panel and he didn't get a chance to address me. And let's see if he can address me now that we are a lot calmer. Welcome to the show. Alawan, what was your disagree with me? So we could try to hash it out now because clearly I couldn't do it on that show.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I was trying to be civil with you and talk to you. They were into the racist thing, but I mean, I'm kind of now deep in touch with this whole Drewski thing that's going on. I don't really pay attention to a lot of social clout people. But to be fair, I mean, the only thing that I see wrong with it, and this is kind of like the double standard thing that I see, is the factor that he did like a white face. Technically, if we're going to be honest about it, if a white person would do the black face, we've seen the controversies that transcribe from all that. So I mean, that's the only thing I see a problem with it. But I mean, as far as comedy goes, anything's allowed in comedy. Even in ancient times and even in kingdoms and monarchs and everything, the jester was the only one to poke fun at the king.
So when Robert
comedy
Downey,
is the only thing that,
so when Robert Downey Jr. did it in comedy, was it a bunch of backlash towards him?
there should, well, at the time there wasn't, but then when the times changed, yes, there was backlash.
So therefore, it's no double standard, right? So if it's actually comedy and you are trying to, and it's actually written in a funny manner, people look at it at its face value. So when we talk about blackface, we know majority of white people that do it, they are not doing it towards comedy. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I mean, you can use it in malicious ways either way, 110%.
No, so I want you to understand. Hello, I just want to make sure you understood what he said. If somebody was doing it in comedy, pretty sure it'd be let go. But if somebody's doing it to be racist, that's typically when somebody, quote unquote, will have pushback for it. Can you respect that?
Oh, 110%.
I don't agree with you on that one.
Yeah, wait, you guys, is he aware, Mr. Alwine, you are real the origins of blackface? Nothing about that was done to be comedic.
That's why you let him answer. So, okay, so you're saying that what Drewski did is equivalent to blackface, right?
Slightly, yes.
Well, okay, so explain that to us. What's the slightly? How is it slightly related?
Well, I mean,
Slightly
he
the
is an African American male, correct?
Well, he's a mixed race male, actually.
Okay, but does he identify with the black gender or black?
I don't know.
He identifies
he was mixed. Shut up.
Okay.
Damn it! Why y'all can't let people just have a conversation?
I'm sorry, Paddy. Please forgive me. Don't. Thank you for your forgiveness.
Okay, so he a mixed race man. This is what he's told us. So we can't say he identified any other way than what he done told us.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I'm asking you to tell us how is the same. You said it's somewhat kind of the same. So I want you to explain it.
So you're not poking fun at a different race by coloring your face as that race? To poke fun at that race? Is that not?
So you're saying they're the same in that you change your color to poke fun at another race. I would agree with that. I would agree that they are similar in that respect. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. That's literally my only contention with it. That's all.
Oh, okay. But so you do realize the point that Beachy was making. Okay, so what happens as a result of Drewski putting on makeup and making fun of a white woman?
I mean, there's outrage over it, I guess. Like I said, I truly don't care. In the face of comedy, anything is possible.
Right. Okay.
To me, it don't matter worth shit.
Right.
It could be a black man doing it. It could be a white man doing it. It could be.
So now you're just talking. You're just saying words, right? Because none of that's irrelevant, right? Okay. So you said they both put on makeup to make fun of people of another race. When I asked you what happens when Drewski does it, you said maybe outraged. People are outraged, right? But when white people did that, right? Outrage wasn't the result. The result was black people being beaten, lynched, right? And having all of this other forms of mistreatment justified. Right? And so they're not the same at all.
So we're not relating it to the comedy aspect, or we're relating it more to the traditional aspect?
Well,
because I'm relating it only to comedy.
Right. No, but if we're saying that what he's doing is the equivalent of blackface, comes with all of that. It wasn't just comedy, right? Blackface wasn't just, let me go make people laugh and everybody go home and have a safe night. That wasn't what happened. And the racism that's attached to it, you cannot separate that from it. You can't just tease apart the comedy. The racism was the comedy.
Okay.
Right. And so
So you're
in that
saying-
way, they are
you're
in
saying-
no shape, form, or fashion similar, because nothing's going to happen to Erica Kirk or white women as a result of Drewski putting on makeup and poking fun of her.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm relating it
But that's
solely.
why I'm
to
saying they're not the
comedy.
same, right? Because they don't have the same impact, right?
Okay. They all have a similar
No,
impact.
they don't have the same impact.
No, they don't. Okay, let me double down.
Hold on, let me see.
Outline, sir.
Hold on,
listen.
hold
All
on.
respectfully,
Hold
do you
on,
understand that the blackface?
Hold on 1 second. So, Alawan, are you just complaining just to complain? Because it don't sound
No,
like
I'm
you
not complaining at
you
all.
don't
Actually,
sound like you actually
actually-
have an argument anymore.
No, I truly don't care about that. Like, as far like I said, I don't care who paints their face
You
any
don't
color.
actually have all right, so hold on before you. So you don't actually have an argument?
No, I didn't have an argument with you over at the other side when we were talking about racism and you were talking about the institutional powers, and we were having a different conversation. I was trying to have an intelligent conversation with you in regards to that fact, but I didn't want to derail your panel that you have already going on about the Drewski stuff. So like I said, I didn't want to intrude and mess up your panel or mess up your flow or anything with changing the topic completely. Respectfully.
Crazy.
Well, I want to leave with a little bit of history understanding. I went back before segregation and things of that. During that time, they even made. Hold on, Alwan. They made black people even darken our skin tone because some of us were too light for them, and they had us as entertainers darken our skin tone just to perform or play saxes, play the band and jazz band for a long time until we finally said, keep your money. We're not making our skin darker because you all are noticing that we have different shades and we glow, and someone complained and said they look too light, and it made the whiter individuals or Caucasians uncomfortable. And so they forced even us to put on darker makeup to darken our skin tone. So we're not going to act like the shoe polish effect and what was done in any type of comedic and tasteful manner. It was meant to oppress on us on our already brown skin and even darken it beyond the level of even the darkness that it is. So let's not pretend they're the same. We're not doing Drewski. Don't do that. I'm glad you came in for another reason, but let's not pretend they're the same. You're not going to do that. They're nothing close to the same.
Yeah, but I'm not respectfully, I'm not relating it to the historical factors. I'm looking at it from a comedic and an art form standard. Like whenever Sharon brought up.
But so hold on, but you doing that is disingenuous because that's not the reference of saying that they are not outraged for a black person, but they'll be outraged for a white person. The reason why they be outraged for a white person is because it means something different. That's the reason why.
Yeah, and like I said,
it's not just the comedy, because the
Correct,
comedy
and like I said,
is being racist when a white person do it. That's the comedy. That's the huge difference.
So
but
I just want to ask you a question, sir.
Hold on, E, because I want to get MJ in there as well. Because I think he's conceding, but he don't want to just actually concede. It's like it's a weird concession that he's doing.
I'm 110% conceded with you. I didn't disagree with you on the fact that the historical blackface painting and the racial factor of it wasn't something to be outraged over or to not be outraged over. What I'm saying was I'm looking at it retrospectively solely just through the lens of the performing arts. I'm not linking it to the historical racist fashion.
Right, and that's your mistake because
why is it a mistake though?
Because when they do it, that is what's make it funny. Is that it is
racist. If it's funny for Drewski to do it with whiteface, and if it's funny for Robert Downey Jr. to do it during Tropic Thunder, so what's the problem? It's comedy. That's where I'm coming into it with when you're relating it to the historical racial factor. Mm-hmm. If Robert Downey Jr. didn't catch no slack in Tropic Thunder, we all agree Tropic Thunder was one of the funniest fucking movies in the world. Apologies for the language.
Mm-hmm.
What is the matter with the performing arts? If it's an art performance, why are we still tying it back to such a hateful rhetoric? Why don't we embrace
you all are hateful? You're still hateful. We still gonna tie it to that because you all are still very, very hateful.
Have I been hateful to you at all?
I don't care. I said you all, right? So that's a generalization. Okay. So whether you are or aren't is irrelevant. It's immaterial.
But excuse me, if I would do that same thing and point that back towards you all as far as being black, would that not be racist in my part? or what is it allowed to be
You are
racist
white.
on
You
your part?
acting like white and black people are equivalent. We are not.
Right.
We
Yeah,
have
not.
never
They are.
acted the same. No, we don't act
In
the same, right?
2026, they are.
So we can say
In
black
2026,
power and
100%
black
percent are.
pride, and it have nothing to do with
There's
you. When y'all start saying white
correct.
power and white pride, y'all going to bash other people who don't look like you in the head. We're not the
Oh,
same. You all
Yeah.
are
that's a
animals.
completely different argument.
No.
No,
I'm
it's
So
saying
you're telling
we
me the
don't
Black
behave
Lives
the
Matter
same.
protest
So to
didn't?
act like us, but in behaving the
Yeah.
same has the same outcome or impact is ridiculous,
it
right?
is
And you
ridiculous.
Okay.
being willfully stupid.
I'm not being willfully stupid.
Yeah, you
So if
are,
you're
because
if
you
we're gonna relate
can't.
that, so respectfully, ma'am, I didn't interrupt you. So you're telling me that the Black Lives Matters riots weren't burn
So,
everything down and destroy everything?
hold on 1
Wouldn't that be
second.
equivalent
So
to like the white power
hold
marches?
What are you
on,
talking
hold
Burning
on,
about?
stuff down?
hold on 1 second. Hold on. First of all, your microphone. Hold on. Your microphone is jumping in and out. That's number one. I don't know if it's because
Oh,
you're moving the microphone or not. I'm not sure. Your microphone's jumping in and out. That's number one. Number two, you cannot keep going from point to point without actually either concession to something, and then we can move the conversation forward. But you're gonna have to. We gotta finish one conversation before you move. All right.
like I said, I already agreed with you and conceded with
Yeah.
you in regards to the blackface, whiteface thing.
No, but
110%. Like I said, that's
no,
fine.
but you concede, and then now you backtrack back to having an argument about it. You cannot. You can't do both.
I'm saying if people are, like I said, I'm saying the people that are outraged because of it being a white or black issue, whether it be a racial issue or not, if it's done in the form of comedy, leave it the fuck alone. Comedy is fine. It's the only safe base for everybody to be made fun of. It's not just because you're black. It's not just because you're white. That's my only concession to that. Now, if you're doing it to literally be racist towards somebody and do it out of malicious intent with even in a performing art, then it's still malicious and it's still racist. That's not up for a debatable thing.
Okay.
But
Besides the Robert Downey Jr., can you name any other white person that did it and it wasn't considered racist?
I mean, I'm just thinking of the most modern one. Justin Trudeau did blackface a couple times, and he still was a prime minister of Canada. And they said he did it as a party. There's another example. That one was not considered outrageous or considered an outrage.
Well, I don't live in Canada, but he absolutely got backlash for that.
Well, good. He should. If he's doing it as a racist intent, then yes, he should.
You could just easily say, I don't have one when a white person done it and it wasn't considered racist. You could have just said that.
Okay, that works too.
So then say it. It's okay. You don't have to argue because you are arguing something that you don't have no proof or backing to your words is the issue that we have.
Okay, but I also have. Okay, so in the same token, though, I've seen black people put on whiteface before within comedy movies as well.
And do you believe that? Okay, so now you're saying that. Do you believe those people were racist?
No, I don't think that at all.
So
like I said, but
why bring it up when we are saying that? But the vast majority of white people that do it, they do it out of racist situations. It ain't comedy. You agree?
I apologize. You were cutting in and out a little bit.
I said the vast majority of white people that do blackface, they do it out of racism, not out of comedy.
Sure, I agree with that.
Okay, so what argument? All right, so what are you trying? Okay, it don't seem like you actually have an argument at this moment. Go ahead, MJ, then Chicago Rilla.
Hey, how you doing?
Good day, beautiful.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I just think that is like pretty much it's disingenuous the uproar that's happening with Drewski. He did not say white women, he literally said conservative women. I didn't know that only white women was conservative. I thought there were black conservatives, Hispanic conservatives, Asian conservatives, you name it, right? So he was pretty much making I guess a parody of how these conservative women portray that they're for the kids and this is bad and we don't want war and all the stuff like that. And then pretty much seeing their actions don't align with that. They're supposed to be conservative, right? But then you have fireworks on a panel and this is supposed to be like a mourning of your husband and things of that sort, right? So that's what he was making a parody of, right? He wasn't making a parody of her being a white woman. And on top of that, I don't find what he did was racist because he wasn't making a blank collective statement on white women or how white women act. Right? He was talking about this particular individual, and even though he did a face and she happens to be white, he looked exactly like her. When we look at back in history of depiction of blackface, they're not even looking like black people. What did they used to do? They used to use black tar, super red clown red lips, and bulgy eyes. They used to make them look distorted on purpose. They even have a museum of what that blackface depiction was. They still have those dolls today. So we cannot equate the same situation of what he did. I just think that they're using this as a way to pull out the quote unquote, well, like how they like to say, y'all want to pull out the black card or the racism card. This is them way of doing it because the conservatives are upset that somebody decided to poke and pick jabs at them, something that they have done to plethora of people throughout the past years. Now they don't like that is on the other side, that someone can actually, who doesn't have a problem, who's not fearful of backlash or losing support, financial support and everything, because he built whatever he got on his own. So nobody owes him, right? Nobody owns him. They can't take his money or his fan base away from them. And they're upset about that. I'll drop the mic.
Great. Welcome to the show, Chicago. What's your thoughts?
Man, I was trying to stay in the clouds, man. Either man still up here?
Yeah, he is.
Man, this birthday bash went a weekend, man. You better get off this panel and go celebrate your baby some more, man. What's wrong with you?
She taking a nap, nigga.
She taking a she ice cream wasted. You got an ice cream wasted?
We took her to Chuck E. Cheese today and she
That's
balled.
what's up, man.
She balled out. So when she go take a nap, I get some time because she gonna recharge.
No, that's what's up, man. Please send a happy birthday and all that for me and my little boo thing over here, man. For sure. Hey man, I'm just hoping we could deal in the real world. You know, the idea that we keep trying. I think Diva was saying that earlier. Like we trying to equate things. This equals that. No, it does not.
It don't.
There's a huge distinction between blackface and whiteface. Any idea that we were trying to make it seem like they both equal to so, and I think Diva asked the question, and fam, I don't know if he's still up here, and I don't know his color or whatever. I just find it interesting when we just try and make it seem like we all equal and everything is fair and this meritocracy exists. No, we know the ramifications of blackface and what that produced. Does anybody know who D.W. Griffith is and the film that he produced that was shown in the White House?
Yes.
Does anybody know what the fallout from that film was?
Yeah.
Right? You understand what I'm saying, Diva? And that was blackface.
That was.
Right? How they were depicting us and how we would act if we were elected to Congress and how we would act if we had access to their women and all these things. Yo, that was the propaganda, right? That unleashed fury on Negroes for decades. To this day. So yeah, listen, if you want to say it's a double standard, then it is. And I'm cool with that. But ain't no way you're gonna convince me that Eddie Murphy portraying a Jewish man in Coming to America, or portraying that white man on the SNL skit in the 80s. Ain't no way you're gonna convince me that Jamie Kennedy doing a black judge in blackface is the same thing and holds the same comedic value.
Right.
Can I jump in here and double down on what Blake PhD
Hey,
good evening.
You gotta let that breathe.
Go ahead.
No, I really want to.
Sometimes you gotta let it breathe, though. I came in with smoke. I was throwing thunderbolts and lightning.
I got 5 minutes of smoke for Chirac. I got 5. Put us in the box.
Who's the Chirac?
I'll leave with 30 seconds, guys. Give me.
I'm about to say, who's the Chirac? What is that?
That nigga from Chicago. That's what that means, right?
No, absolutely not, sir.
Put me and Rilla in the box.
Absolutely not. I'm from Poughkeepsie.
Put us in the box.
Right outside of Chirac's.
I'm from Schenectady then.
So I got smoke for you, Rilla.
Okay, go for it.
5 minutes, right?
Okay.
You say Drewski not the new Dave Chappelle. So what's the difference between
1000%.
Drewski and Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle did R. Kelly skit was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's the same sentiment. So why isn't Drewski or
Oh, you
2026 Dave Chappelle?
You mad because I'm sniping at y'all newfound goat? I mean, listen, I personally don't find Drewski's comedy, like I don't find it funny at all, right? Like, so
You
for
old
me,
nigga.
what?
I thought I was muted. My bad. I just called you an old nigga.
Come on now.
And I only was saying, yeah. When I think about Dave Chappelle, I think about the context and how he could set things up from a historical lens, right? Drewski, I look at more as like if you were saying that's our new Marlon Wayans or that's our new Martin Lawrence, then yeah, I hear you.
It's not the same context. Drewski. So Drewski is giving homage to Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle was the first to do the skits, and Dave Chappelle was the first to exaggerate.
No.
He was well in my time because I'm young, right?
Okay,
so,
I couldn't get off mute quick enough. Like what?
No, okay, I misspoke. So seeing Dave Chappelle doing those skits is equivalent to going viral. So we're in the modern times now, Chicago.
It's okay. Really. I mean, I think I respect what you're saying in the comparison, but I just think it's way off. Did you see Dave
Chappelle did whiteface though? He did.
Did you
Come
see
on, man?
Okay,
Drewski, listen. Drewski
okay, let me help Eat a Man out real quick. Did you see Dave Chappelle at the Kennedy Center when he was being honored?
That's irrelevant to what we're talking
about. On the historical context of what he's doing.
That's for the old people. Listen, I keep saying that the old people like this.
And I ain't gonna let y'all keep getting that off too. Hey, listen.
See, he got smoked. I got
Eat a Man claim he Christian, and you're not finna find nowhere in your Bible. Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Mr.
Now he want to bring up the Bible because we getting beat up.
Put Eat a Man in the box.
Y'all ain't finna keep doing this old man slander.
Listen, we giving homage, right? But you cannot tell me that what is Drewski doing right now is not top tier hilarious.
Man, well then you'd have to give it up to Flip Wilson before him.
Are you serious? We in 2026.
Yeah, we are.
Drewski is getting us through the gas prices.
Yeah, do you know who Flip Wilson is?
Inflation. Drewski is helping.
Do you know who
us
Flip
out.
Wilson is?
She said that he's getting us through the Trump era. That's what she said.
Hey, listen, more power to you. Look,
Eat a Man. I'm a tag. Hey, this is WWE. I'm tagging Eat a Man in.
Listen, I'm not trying to pee on your parade and tell you it's raining. You got it. You right.
Nah, I'm just saying, hold on, because I hear a lot of
hold on, because Beachy wanted to
he done told me hold on 3 times. Go Beachy.
Goddamn. Well, you keep jumping in 3 times.
Yeah, I was doubling down on the Lady PH Diva and MJ. Shout out to you, hey, Cyber Girl. So when we're talking about the blackface, and I went all the way back to because I knew it started before the 1900s. So in the 1830s, when they started doing it, it was as a the blackface show emerged in the 1830s as a distinct racist performance genre designed to mock enslaved people and promote white superiority. And that's from the National Museum of Everybody, including the History Channel. That's not to be, you can't dispute that. The origins of it, they made us that we were evils and demons, and they started there with it. Then the Europeans picked it up in the early 1900s and put it on their stages. And they, just like Diva MJ was saying, they used burnt cork and shoe polish to exaggerate the darkened skin, exaggerate the features, stereotypical creatures. And all of it was rooted in the original European traditions from the 1830s of it being evil. So they have always had our skin not to unattractive, but it being evil, and darken it with unimaginable things, not just some tan and some makeup. They're using the type of black tar, cork, shoe polish. Like, ain't no one, that's not even a color. That's not no melanin. That's not a tan. That's not an equivalent. This was very deep, and it was rooted in evil. So yeah, anybody saying it's the same and comparing it, I'm gonna need them to go and get their moral compass checked
Yeah,
because we ain't did it ever in a way to where we could, but we haven't done it maliciously, like Diva was saying, it being done maliciously and hurtful and not a comedic form. So let's make sure we understand that, Mr. Wherever he went, that we are not the same as she said, not even close. I digress. That's all.
But I like to simplify it though, like, but what they were doing back then was exaggerated behavior that was not displayed by those people. What Drewski did was Mrs. Kirk gave him the context to do what he did. She displayed that behavior. And I digress.
And I think that's the part that they miss. Drewski did this skit, and then I went to the coffee house, and the lady was asking for an organic doggy treat at the coffee house. That happened to me today, right?
I want organic.
So it's one thing. And if we go back to the White House, they was projecting what they think Black people would do versus what white people actually is doing.
Exactly.
Like if you go to a Pilates with the sliding boards, you see white women falling off the boards. I'm trying to help y'all understand that he wasn't trying to do more. Like he didn't over exaggerate. He did. And let me ask him when he gone. But I wanted to ask him a question. I knew Sharon was gonna let him get away before I asked my question. If a white woman acted like her, would we have a problem with what she did? If she had the doggy skit, if a white woman acted this way, I don't think nobody would have a problem with it. What I am saying, if a Black person act like what we saw in blackface, we would still have a problem with it being a Black person acting that way, putting a blackface looking all crazy.
Well, Edelman, listen, the Black church in particular was mad at Drewski for the same reason. They literally gave him the material. He didn't add on. He didn't take away. He put a mirror to their face, and they was upset with him for the same reason.
He added a little bit to that one.
I ain't see
hilarious
Nam lie.
as well. That was hilarious as well.
Yeah, I ain't see Nam lie.
Okay, Drewski. Listen, Drewski did a Manosphere skit. Mr. Bracey is hilarious. He called himself high value and everything.
I think the one where he did with those people in blue and green, blue and gold. What's them? The
Black, the purple and gold, the ones that you think are cute owls and omegas, but it's not, and you find out it's the Israelites. It's purple and gold.
Yeah,
you get the colors right before you
Hebrewites.
you eat for getting their colors wrong. Them Israelites want you to.
I'm colorblind, so I knew it was something close. It was close to blue. So the whole point that I'm making is that we gotta stop, because this is what our other people were stating, that they believe that he was trying to attack just one group of people. When you do this to everybody, it's not one person that they trying to attack, and that was my point.
Like we can all get a little taste. I get that. I'm with you, E.
Yeah, he done already
They
dropped
know
another
that,
skit,
though.
man. That's racking up numbers. He finna run the bag up.
They know that.
Shout out to him for
This is
carving
something
his
that doesn't
lane.
even. This is something that doesn't even have to be explained.
Even though Chicago think that he's not funny, his demographic think that he's funny. It's not for y'all old people.
Of course,
it's for the young people.
Yeah, no, 1000%. I'm not taking that from y'all. Have fun. I said I don't find. Just the same way, if I showed you a George Carlin video, you probably would say you don't find George Carlin.
You got
funny.
old man bias.
Or Red Fox, or Dick Gregory, or Richard Pryor. Like, I'm cool with that.
Richard Pryor was funny in all generations.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know.
To me,
Red
anyway.
Fox.
But I'm okay with that. Is what I'm saying. I ain't trying to piss on y'all parade and tell you it's raining.
But
just get your umbrellas out.
I just think it's kind of biased for you to say that's not funny. Come on, Rilla.
I said to me. I didn't say that.
On,
I said I don't find his particular brand of comedy. Meaning, when you go beyond the skits, did you watch him with Kevin Hart and Casanat on that live stream?
What about his?
Yeah,
did you see him there? Wait.
Yeah,
did you see
he
him
was
there?
funny when he picked up that chair and threw it. That
Yo,
was
you
funny.
wildin'. You
I don't care
wildin'.
what nobody say when he threw that chair.
What about
I would say,
hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
MJ, I see you came off mute. Did you want to address something?
Oh, I was just going to say, like, yeah, this is something that doesn't even need to be explained. They're just trying to milk the situation to make themselves as a victim. They know doggone well that he didn't do anything to attack them racially. They just didn't like, the conservatives didn't like that someone was attacking someone in their camp and how they act out in these streets, because they rather just, like they see it but act like they don't see it. They prefer that than anybody making parodies of it. And they know it. They probably even looked at Drewski's thing before. I'm sure that they were laughing when he did the whole religious, especially the black churches skit. I bet you they had a field day with that, and I'm sure we can probably pull up a many conservative platforms that was reviewing that and saying, you know what, he was absolutely right, and this is what's been going on, and this is why this community stayed poor because of these type of people. But then now you talk about their community, of course people are going to have a problem with it. We see this happen all the time.
So my question is, why do the black conservatives have such a issue with this skit, and they trying to make this this reverse racism Uno reverse thing?
Because it's the truth. It's the truth, and the truth, as we know, bothers a lot of folks. A lot of conservative people, like true conservatives that I even know, they was disgusted by Erica Kirk's behavior this whole entire time. They have their little theories, their conspiracy theories about Kirk's death, her involvement, what they were saying, her dealing with the vice president, all that stuff like that. They've been looking at her sideways, as well as TPUSA, or like Sharon likes to say, Tupusa, right? Tupusa, right? So yeah, they've been looking at them sideways. So I just think that putting this big mirror on it and knowing that Drewski got millions of followers, they don't like that type of spotlight.
And also some of them just want to impress Massa. Okay, they want to. Can we say that on here? Hold up, I want to get that they want to look good for Massa. They want to show that I can do these backflips and cartwheels, even if I know what I'm saying is strong and wrong and it makes no sense. But I want to prove that I am for you and against us, because it's going to give me extra ticket to the movies. I don't know what they're getting out of this, because some of us know, like, you still not winning. They're looking at you and laughing at you, and until the day happens, for some of you black conservatives that are congratulating and clapping for the other race, until you actually get invited to the table and sit and see how they're discussing and laughing at you, and they throw out these little projects and see how you're going to act, until they ever have that experience and can be a fly on the wall, they're not going to change. But they do get laughed at. For black and brown people of color, don't think they do not laugh at you and mock at you in their tables that you will never be invited to, in their gatherings, and just laughing and look at them like we're being offensive, and they love it. Like, you're going to feel so bad. I wish that veil will fall off very soon so you can see and have a little bit of shame. I have nothing else.
Remember, Tupusa used Nicki Minaj as influence to try to gain her followers and stuff. So I guess they're probably upset that Drewski might, remove that with his.
I don't think they gained any followers with her. Her fan base turned on her. But Sharon, the reason why people black conservative, to your point. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Just really quick. The reason why black conservatives are having such a problem with it is because we thugging, we gangsters. This old block, nigga. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna thug and ride or die for MAGA, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm throwing up the rakes. I'm throwing up pitchfork. All of that. You understand what I'm saying? It's red over here, Republican. It is. We gang banging. And listen, you could catch a lot of people, and I'm talking about on both sides, right? I mean, we've seen it, right? You catch folk in a bold-faced lie, show them the evidence, and they still find a way to slip and slide through that.
That happened tonight with your man, Angry Man. But go ahead.
Let me go on mute, man. I was over there. I tried to watch for as long as I could, and I just couldn't.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm on mute though. But yeah, we gang banging. That's the answer why black conservatives are so offended.
To answer your
Ron, do you
question,
care if before we get back to the topic? I know you were asked a question and you were right. You didn't have the answer to that law of what is it. What was the question? It was something
Hold on,
like,
before we go back to that, let Mike get a chance to.
yeah, and I'll say I'm gonna wait because other people need to know.
Yeah, Mike.
I was about to say, to answer your question, I guess there's two perspectives, right? Of course, it could be that the conservatives are mad because they're trying to, just kind of make a fuss out of nothing. They're just trying to, just make some noise, right? But to be fair, if they were being genuine, maybe they just traditionally don't like they don't like racism in general, right? Let's say they're being genuine and they think that it's truly not fair for them to they see it as a form of racism, right? Which I think it was a little bit far-fetched for this particular case, but in general, I think that it is worse for race relations when black people do perpetuate certain things comfortably, but in general, nobody else can really do those things. In general, I believe that, but I think in this particular case, when it comes to like this his white face thing, I think they OD with that, and they might just be kind of being disingenuous with it.
So when you say worse for race relations, what do you mean?
I mean, as far as living in a country that's a melting pot, I think that if we live on an island where we are allowed to do certain things and other people aren't allowed to do and say certain things, I can understand how that could make things bubble as far as, within the country, if that makes sense.
Well, okay. So there was a time when black people weren't allowed to do certain things that other groups weren't allowed to do, right? So black people didn't have these certain things that they could do that other groups of people could do. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so how were race relations during that period of time?
Probably very bad for black people.
Right. And so I'm just confused by you saying like it's bad for race relations. Baby, regardless of what we doing or what we not doing, race relations are bad.
Well, what do you perceive race relations to be? Versus because of course I meant something when I said it. So of course I meant it in a particular way, right? But I want to know, what do you know it to mean? So
that's what I was asking you. That's why I asked you, what do you mean when you say race relations would get worse?
I just mean
that was me asking you for all the context that you was considering.
Yeah, I just mean the relationship between races in our country, the relationship we have.
Right. And so my point is the relationship between races in this country has never been good, regardless of what black people did or did not do.
Okay. So my question would be, do you want them to be good personally?
Sure, yes.
Okay. So my position was that I think that when we are on an island kind of doing what we want and saying what we want, and other people are not allowed to, I think that we would be doing the opposite of meeting that goal. We would be going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, but we're already in the opposite direction, right? So black people not doing something is not what's going to make or break race relations, right? They're already terrible. So even when black people weren't doing our own thing on the island that other groups couldn't do, there was still a whole lot of racism, and right? So it just seems like a weird and bizarre thing to kind of hold up and say, oh, this, this will make race relations worse when they're already in the toilet.
I don't agree with that. So I think.
Oh, so you don't agree? You think race relations are good now?
No, I don't agree with. So when you bring up the perspective of they've always been bad, I think of course they've been traditionally bad because at one point we were slaves, and then at another point we weren't allowed to vote, and we were treated very extremely poorly physically, and also them tearing down Black Wall Street and them attacking us in different ways. So of course things were extremely
Right.
bad. But I think now in this modern day
Bad.
and age,
Yeah.
I think now in this modern day and age, it
Mhm.
should be different. And I do think that if we wanted it to be different, if we wanted everybody to truly be a equal society where everybody, even immigrants, everybody can come over here and feel comfortable and live together in harmony, I do believe that
Mhm.
we should there are some things that we could change to aid in that.
That
Okay.
don't need to start with us.
Hold on. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
You got it, Diva. You good. Good. And I'm gonna bring you
Diva,
up in
go
a,
ahead.
I got somebody in the back. I'm gonna bring you up in a second. Go ahead, Diva.
Y'all got it. Go ahead.
Just breathe. Come on.
Question.
Yeah,
I,
Diva,
I,
come
I
on.
hope
I was
that
listening.
I hope that during this conversation, I hope that people are trying to understand what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of times people can, I don't know if y'all ever had a conversation with somebody and you might be saying something that's foreign to them or something that they traditionally don't like to hear. And you can tell that they're like, there's no way that they're going to hear what you're saying, regardless of no matter what sense you're making or not making. So even if I'm wrong, right, I'd like for at least for people to try to understand what I'm saying.
I'm trying, but it really just does not make sense, right? Because do you think that Black people are the arbiters of whether we have good race relations in this country or bad race relations in this country? I mean, it just go. That's the question. Yes.
I don't think anybody is the sole arbiter, but I think that
Okay,
the
so
way
let's give percentages. What percentage of do Black people control in America having good race relations?
If we're talking about mainly, of course, the two main races is Black and white, I would say.
No, but we got a lot of people here, right? You just said it's a melting pot.
Yeah, so if I could break it down into a percentage, I would say maybe 40%.
So Black people are responsible for 40% of whether or not we have good race relations in this country, but Black people make up 13% of the population.
Yeah.
So we have a disproportionate responsibility for whether or not we have good race relations in this country. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think so.
If we're 13% of the population, but we're responsible for 40%, do you know what disproportionate means?
Yeah.
Right. So 13 and 40 ain't disproportionate?
In general, yeah, but not the way that you're trying to draw the correlation.
Okay, so go ahead and explain it.
So you're saying that I think that the two main groups of people in this country are white people and Black people. I think that we are the main
But
characters.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think that we're the main characters, right?
Mhm.
And I think that when it comes to race relations, traditionally we matter the most, Black people and white people. The way that we communicate, the way that we kind of are relational between each other, I think we matter the most. So I do think that it's, even though we're 13% of the population, I think that we are some of the biggest cities. We're majority, we lead some of the biggest cities in terms of like Philadelphia. It's a Black city. Chicago, Black leadership, right? In Philly, we have tons, like the police force is mostly Black. The city council is mostly Black, traditionally. So I guess that's what I mean.
That still just does not. Okay. So do Hispanic people, are they historically racist towards Black people?
I think it's there. I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Asian people, are they historically racist towards Black people?
I'm going to say yeah.
Right. So if white people historically racist towards Black people, Hispanic people historically racist towards Black people, Asian people historically racist towards Black people, and Black people make up 13% of the population, do you really think Black people can control 40% of whether or not we all get along in this country?
Yeah, and I can tell you how.
Okay, go ahead.
So the same way that you said that Asians are traditionally racist towards Black people, I believe that many Africans are traditionally, in the same way that Asians are racist towards Black people, I would say many Africans are racist towards Black people. And I would say that
And they're Black.
So foundational Black people,
But that's not
Foundational black.
racism, right? That's something else. Because we all of the same race. And so what does African people have to do with everybody being racist against Black Americans and Black Americans still having to do about half of, the heavy lifting for us to have good race relations in this country?
So I think most of it is culture based, and it gets tied into race.
Okay.
So many people who I believe are racist, I think in general, they more so dislike cultural things that they assume that most of a particular race does, and that's what makes it racist, right? But I think that if most people shared similarities in culture, the racism a lot of it would subside. Like, for example, like if I was to say a lot of Black people are racist towards other Black people, right? Of course that wouldn't be true, but what I would mean is that Black people don't like a certain type of Black people who come from a certain place and exhibit certain behaviors. And I think it's the same for African people. African people assume that American Blacks are lazy. In general, they assume that American Blacks listen to a certain type of music and like to be loud when they go out and all of that. But I think that's due to a cultural misconception that all Black people participate in those things, if that makes sense.
What does that have to do with Black people being responsible for almost half of, maintaining good race relations, achieving and maintaining good race relations in this country?
Yeah. So
what do Black people need to do?
I think what Black people could do is come to for one, when it comes to the way that we exhibit our pride about being Black, I think that, like, for example, like, of course we can say something like, if we see a sprinter that's Black, like doing really amazing, right? We'll say something about, we'll root for him because he's Black, right? However, I think that it would be perceived by most of us as racist if another group were supporting somebody just because, oh, this person white, I hope he win. Let's root for the white guy, right? I think that could be perceived by us as racist, if that makes sense.
People do it all the time, right? The Hispanic people were just ecstatic because Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl halftime, right? So everybody does that. Supporting your own group, okay, that's not racism. Continue.
Yeah, but we would. So if a white person came up to, I saw a white
what
person.
Can we do, Mons? What do Black people need to do? I want to take
the point you just made. So if a white person came out and said, "Look at those two white people kissing. Oh my God, white love. I can't wait till they make a beautiful white baby with white skin and oh my God, like it's just gonna be white fortune and white fireworks, right?" I think most of us would perceive, like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You're racist, right? That's crazy. What are you saying, right?
No, they say it all the time, right? Oh, I want my child to have blonde hair and blue eyes. They say it all the time.
I've never heard a white person say what I said.
I'm saying they don't use those exact words, but what they're saying is, oh, they're gonna make a beautiful baby. They're gonna have blonde hair and blue eyes. They say it all the time.
Yeah, but that's not what I said.
They're saying the same thing, right? So the blonde hair and blue eyes mean white.
No, that's a particular type of white person.
But it means white, right? That's the standard of whiteness. That's the archetype of whiteness, right?
So we say, I'm not white, but
no, that's not we say. They said it, right? And they had a whole group of people who had to get ran up out of a particular place, right? Come on, you know this, right?
That was in Germany.
Right. Again, but what I'm saying is that is the archetype of white people. Blonde hair, blue eyes. That's as white as you can get. And so when they're saying that, yes, they're saying like, oh, they gonna make some beautiful white babies and, yada, yada, yada. And so again, you keep telling stories and giving all these hypotheticals, but you're not just being plain and saying, what do Black people need to do?
Okay, I'll tell you what I think Black people should do. I think Black people should, the things that I just mentioned, I think that if we kind of knock those off, of like, of course, this scenario about like white face, that's a little bit different, right?
So if we don't exhibit any type of racial pride, okay, so one is don't exhibit racial pride. What else?
No. That's your words. That's not my words.
That's what you just said.
I mean, you can answer it for me if you want to, but
That's what you said. If you're telling us we can't look at black people and say, "Oh, I'm rooting for everybody black," right? That we can't have any outward expressions of racial pride. This is what you're telling us.
no, that's what you said. But that
Okay.
example you
All
just
right.
that
Don't
example
worry
you
about
just
it, baby. Clearly, you're a fucking idiot. That's what you are, Mont.
Oh,
and you're a
I knew it
fucking
was coming to
coon
that.
at that, nigga.
I know what's coming to that.
Right. You knew it was coming. And so
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
I
a
don't
matter of time.
disappoint.
It's just a matter of time.
Fucking stupid ass sitting his ass talking about 13%
Mm.
of the population responsible for 40% of maintaining race relations here. When
I know what's
everybody
coming.
racist against
I
us
know
and we
what's
ain't
coming.
racist against
So
nobody.
you
You
being
dumb
emotional doesn't you being
motherfucker.
emotional doesn't
You
help
dumb
anybody.
motherfucker, right? Because
So
your mammy
even
didn't
this
raise
right
you right.
here.
She
So
raised you
even
to
this
be a
right here,
fucking
right?
coon,
Even
right?
this right
She
here, right?
raised you to be
This
a
is a part
fucking
of the problem.
coon,
So you're
right?
part of the problem, right?
Yo, you are the
You
problem,
acting
you
like this.
dumb
This
nigga.
is the stereotypical way that people look at us.
Exactly.
And it's a part of the
Exactly.
problem.
And you're not a
Like if they were
stereotype
watching this,
and
they
they
would
still
be like,
call you
oh, look at
nigga,
them,
you
look at them
stupid
arguing,
nigga.
right? Because they had to
Right.
come down to us and arguing, you calling me a nigga and all this other
You
type of
are a
stuff.
stupid nigga. That's
Like
exactly what
just
you are.
behave yourself.
Your mother should have raised you
Just
better.
behave yourself.
Your mother should
Right?
have instilled some racial
I'm just
pride in
saying,
you.
behave yourself. Then you and
But
we
I
you
don't
should
have to behave myself.
you should.
That's what you've been doing around them white folks, huh?
No. You
Tap
should.
dancing. You
I
a
don't
good
live.
nigga, ain't
I don't
you?
be around
You
white
a
people.
good nigga.
Okay. Now you got it.
Oh, Diva, you don't forget with the race, them, oh, what a beautiful baby, that they took it so far to learn how to re-engineer. They're the ones who started re-engineering the DNA to not only want those blue eyes, to create their fetus to have blue eyes and a type of hair that wasn't even in the DNA mix. So that's how far their supremacy go, that they'll re-engineer. If they don't even have the genes themselves to give them that lily white baby that they want, they will go in there and pay to have that re-engineering done and start picking and choosing how white and beautiful in their eyes that baby will be. So we're gonna add a little 20 on
right.
Divas.
And
Also,
this is my first time seeing you. Welcome to the show, Burnt Toast Mafia. Good day. How you doing?
Man, Sharon, you ain't gotta be scared of me. I ain't gonna do nothing weird, man. I'm just a new in this space. What's going on? Hey, shout outs to you.
All right, I'm gonna trust you. You good?
So,
you want to?
Artwork in the
wanna,
background.
You get it when you fit in. Welcome to MJ. I know MJ wanted to say something real quick. It seemed like.
yeah, I wanted to say something to Mont. Whether or not, if you don't believe that's what you're saying, I heard exactly what PhD was hearing as well, because we, like I said, we're not even second largest group. We're actually the third largest group in the U.S. We have had severe, race relations in this country as well over the world. And then now in 2026, we have all elements of different groups, even ethnicities, going against specifically Black Americans, right? So when your stance is, oh, we need to stop, I guess, being overzealous of showing Black pride and Black love or Black respect, or in a way, you're making it seem like we have to now humble ourselves. So my question to you, and I think this is what PhD was going at, if history have shown that before us coming from slavery, where we wasn't able to have Black pride, we wasn't able to scream to the rooftop that we love ourselves, that we love our skin, that we love our culture and everything like that. And that did not stop our treatment in this country. Why do you think that in 2026, us reverting back to humbling ourselves and putting baby back in the corner is going to fix race relationships?
Well, I don't think that we need to humble ourselves. I think that it should be one or the other. I think that it should be fair across the board in terms of, we don't care if other people do it, and we don't care if we do it, or just nobody do it. So I think that's fair.
But here's the thing. We don't care if anybody does it. Everybody else have been doing it. White people have gone out and they show pride when they want to show pride. The only thing we be having problems with is when they're trying to be racist. We've never had problems with white people being proud of being white, right?
I
But being
disagree with that.
racist toward us, that's a different undertone, right? Asians have shown how they're proud of themselves. Nobody has said, hey, oh no, Asians shouldn't be proud or anything of that. They have, you know, they show their culture, their food, everything, and people enjoy it. You know, people love, you know, sharing cultures and stuff. It's fine. Hispanics are doing it is the same. They're proud to be Latino. They're proud to be Latina. They're proud from the country that they are. Everybody has done this and are still doing it to this date. And none of that has been asked upon them to help with making race relations better. Not even the Africans or the Black immigrants in this country, which is only 5.5 million. They haven't even been asked that, hey, you need to help race relations. They are just as proud of their ethnic group. They are just as proud of their religion. They are just as proud of their culture. So,
I disagree with something you said a couple minutes, or not about a
okay,
minute
tell me
back.
what you disagree with.
I don't. Well, so when we say that everybody else is allowed to do that, and we don't have a problem with it unless they're purposefully being racist, I don't find that to be true, right? Of course, like Latino people and stuff, we cool with all them doing it, but white people, I don't think so.
So give
I
me an
think that we do
example
have a
when we had a
problem.
problem with a white person being white or being proud to be white.
Just what I see on social media, in the comment sections, I read them all the time, things like that. Like we would never tolerate. And honestly, I'm gonna say this. I think that us kind of being a little bit not allowing that has caused this recently has caused this like over this wave of like white people trying to overcompensate for like so it's this guy that be making videos, right? I think his name Women's Propaganda or something like that, right? And he's become like overtly racist with his white pride. And I've seen like a lot of people start doing like recently start doing it where they like, yeah, man, the good old white stuff and like things like that. And I think that they're taking a shot at not a shot, but I think that like they're being spiteful towards Black people and what we've been doing and how we've been taking pride and not allowing them to do it. And I
Well,
think that like now it's coming to a head.
well, see, here's the thing. I'm going to have to disagree with you. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because literally the beauty standards in America and all Western countries is European standards, even though there's plethora of different cultures in these countries, right? Even the standards now in the military where Peter Heswick, he just stopped two black women and black men from being promoted to a first star general, even though majority of the list is white men, right? We have systems still in this country today that puts a preference on whiteness or close to European features. So I have to disagree with you on that point. And even when you was talking about within the comments, you know, I won't say that those are not true. I would just say that that's anecdotal and we can't really back that with any really stats or anything. I was talking about like outwardly, have you seen someone who has, you know, publicly stated that it was bad to be white or it was bad to, you know, be proud that you're white? Because what I think that you're talking about other people's insecurities of being and how can I say inadequate, right? And
Can I
that
give you an
is not the
example?
majority. That is not the majority. I'm not stating in the majority or the collective of white people. I'm talking about particular individuals who happen to be white, who are inadequate, and they are putting out their insecurities on other people.
Yeah.
And we're not in control of that. And
Can
we're
I give you
not
an
going to take
example?
control of that. We're not going to coddle people and their emotions for them not stepping up to the plate, because everybody been telling us for the past 50 years, you just need to pull yourself up from the bootstrap. So I'm suggesting everybody else to do the same.
Could I give you an example too? And I don't know if you've heard this before, but I've heard it from different Black people in different areas, you know, different like spaces that white people don't have culture, right? Now maybe somebody can make a solid argument that they don't. However, I can imagine probably how a white person would feel to hear that when they think that they do have culture, and how we would think that it's okay to say that they don't have culture. While of course we have tons of culture. That's an
Well,
example of I don't know if I would call it hypocrisy or
Well,
like
see,
that.
here's the thing. I never heard anybody say that white people don't have culture. I mean, we now know that Irish, Italians, and many other ethnicities of white people now fall under the white concept that was created in Americas in the early 1700s, right? So I don't think that anybody would truly believe that white people don't
Well,
have
MJ,
culture. I
could I
do.
pause you right there just 1 second? I want to know if anybody else heard that before, if nobody heard that before.
Yes.
Nobody
I've never
But
heard that
that's
before.
because those people, when they come here, in order to become white, they have to shed their culture. Right?
So
You
who
know,
did
my
that?
mom, up until a minute ago, was Italian. Well, her mom was Italian. She said her mother, when she came here, she married a guy with an Irish background, white guy with an Irish background, and she purposefully did not teach them Italian or anything about being Italian because she wanted them to be American. Now, that's what my boss told me. What that means is she wanted them to be white.
So just to so I can, for MJ's point, who has heard it before and who hasn't?
So I think a few people on the panel said that they have heard it. I personally haven't heard it. What I have heard is that people have said that white culture, like pretty much being a rapist, a pedophile, sadism, all that. People were saying very negative things that happen within that community as being a part of white culture. And I can understand, that they can have a little disdain from that, right? But I have never personally heard anyone say that white people don't have culture. I even also have heard people say white people have a culture of stealing other people's cultures.
Okay, so now that you, at least let's say that 3 people on the panel heard it before, right? How do you feel about that? Since we've heard that be talked about in different spaces, do you think that that isn't a fair example of, like, because if you're saying that a group of people don't have a culture, can you understand how they would get offended by that?
Yes, I will understand how.
Black people aren't the ones who typically say that, at least that I've heard.
Right. I mean, I understand why they would get upset, because that is just like how people are now claiming that there is no Black American culture. In fact, we have some people who are saying that Black American culture is pretty much a remix of white American culture. So I understand why they would be upset. But the problem is that they know that they have culture, right? And most of them, at the end of the day, they don't give excuse my French, Sharon, they don't give 2 fucks what anybody else think about them. And I really suggest that Black people start doing the same.
No, but MJ, they do care, right? Like they care if another white person is saying they don't have culture. That's why I was waiting for Diva to give the context. Like, you don't hear Black people telling white people they don't have culture.
That's what I said.
So
I know that's why I said I was waiting on. I know you said it, and I think that part is important because the white people that tells another white person that they don't have culture absolutely will be offended. Why? Because they trying to fit in and assimilate. I thought I cleared the bar, boss. I thought I made it as an Irishman or Polish, and again, Chicago very segregated. So the Italians, Irishmen, and the Polish people that struggle here, way different. And they fought very hard to assimilate into this culture. So I can see them being offended when I don't even want to say European, an Englishman says you don't have culture. Right. But I've never, I haven't heard it. I'm saying for me, I have never heard somebody I've never heard even a white person tell another white person that they don't have culture or something like that.
I mean, I think white culture is take me out to the ballpark. I think white culture is mostly exploiting Black R&B, Black rock and roll, Black sports figures, and Black intellectual properties in general. So whites do have a culture, which is take me out to the ballpark, let's eat cheeseburgers, and let's eat peanuts on the boardwalk. Everything else from rock and roll to sports and entertainment was stolen from us. So this is an interesting conversation. I'm gonna mute up.
Yeah, but
Why you put
just
me on the big screen, Sharon? Man, take me down, man. What's wrong with you? That's why Angry
no,
Man
but
smoked your boots.
but I think I know you want better race relations, and I'm in agreement. I want that too, but I don't think the humbling aspect of it, I don't think that that's is not going to be in our benefit, because it wasn't in our benefit before. Just history shows that never did anything. That didn't stop the beatings. That didn't stop the lynchings. That didn't stop the practices, the policies that was put in place, the laws that was put in place. None of that stopped when Black women, Black men and Black women, or Black people were, pretty much at the beck and call, the beck and mercy of the majority group. It didn't stop that. And I don't think that all the fighting that our ancestors have done, to the point that we are today, and being proud about who they are and trying to do things for their particular group, not to take away from anyone else, not to stunt anyone else the same way that has been done to us. I don't think that that's the route. I don't think that that's the route that's going to fix race relations. I really don't. I think that it's just going to make race relations worse. It's going to make the treatment of Black people, worse, right? Worse at this point, to the point where they might not even want to speak up anymore. And truly, at the end of the day, I don't really care that much about how the race relations are going. I mean, I want them to be better, but it's not the top priority when we still got our people being hanged in 2026 and they're calling it suicide, right? I don't want to hear about no race relations when we have 30,000 Black girls missing in Chicago within the course of 2023 to 2026 and still growing, right? I don't want to hear the fact that we had a Black woman who was the first woman who was pronounced dead, and her body was kept alive for her to deliver a baby, right? I don't want to hear race relations when a Black woman was humiliated during pregnancy and told by a judge that she had to do an emergency C-section because she didn't want to do it and it was forced upon her. At this point, I don't give a damn about race relations until we can get those things squared away.
Okay, I'm glad that we do
Good point,
we do
CJ.
agree on, because you did say that you do want better race relations, right? So I'm glad that we want the same solution, right? We just disagree on how we get there. So at least we want the same thing.
Hey, yo, Mont, what's the benefit of better race relations?
So what's the benefit? I think it benefits. I think it benefits just like everyday people who have to live amongst each other and do business with each other and stuff like that.
In what way?
I think it. In what way does it benefit everyday people?
Yeah, so like I consider myself blue collar, middle class, right? So I have to exist in the real world, right? How does that better race relations, right? I have to deal with white people as I encounter them the same way I have to deal with Asians and all these other people. I'm just curious. We having this long diatribe on race relations.
Yeah.
I'm actually a proponent for us figuring stuff out and insulating our money and our resources and building community insulated before we interact with other people. But I'm just curious, because I know that's, foregone thought, but I'm just curious, how does better race relations, like what's the benefit of that?
I think it benefits everybody if everybody who live amongst each other aren't racist to each other, and just kind of like, we, even if we just minding our business, just letting everybody doing their thing, nobody stepping on nobody's toes, nobody thinking or saying anything crazy about the next person.
Yeah. Do you think majority or minority, do you think by and large, so like when you go to the suburbs, do you think the Blacks who could afford to live there amongst the whites who can afford to live there, do you think the race relations between them aren't good?
I think that they're mostly decent.
Yeah, cordial, right?
Cordial, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Because I think maybe we get into what, like defining what the race relation is. Because for the most part, even in the black communities, we're in silos. So I don't necessarily care, if I'm among white people, like, I don't care, right? Because most of us are in silos anyway. We don't know our next door neighbor. You can't go over across the street, borrow a cup of sugar. You can't get your neighbor to watch your house anymore. Thankfully, the neighborhood that I live in, I live in a black community. Let me be clear on that. And we built community. And I'm there. So when we get to having this conversation around race relations, to me, it more or less seems like the conversation would still pivot to equal access and equity to capital. Like, I think that's the real conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, Rilla? As you say this, right? As you say everything that you're saying right now, I'm kind of having a realization that maybe all of this is internet stuff. You know how like we had a conversation about relationships and black men and black women, and then we come to a point where we like, and then we come to a point where it's like, in real life, people not having these fights.
They're not correct.
Right? So like maybe the race relations that I'm talking about, like where I'm like, yo, it look like it's about to be a civil war between black and white people. Maybe this is all internet shit. Because in real life, I don't encounter white people who are saying mean stuff to me or, stuff like that. But a lot of the tension that I see is just because we on our phone, majority of the day.
Sure.
So maybe most of the tension that I see is through my phone.
Diva, I know you're gonna jump in here just really quick. I would say this, man. For me, I don't think the enmity between or is it enmity?
Anonymity?
No, not anonymous. ENMITY, I think is what I'm trying to say. Stop, Diva. I'm the 5th grade spelling bee champ.
I'm laughing at him. Anonymous? Because that
no. I think I'm saying enmity, but what I'm saying is these people are, listen, I don't think we understand. These people are playing chess. The whole thing with this immigration and all this other stuff, right? These people are grafting more people in. So it used to be only the Englishmen in America were white. That was white, right? Then they grafted in Italians. Then they grafted in the Polish. Then they grafted in the Irishmen. You know who's being grafted in now? Look at that. For those of you that have to fill out a form or apply for a job, when they ask you, are you non-Hispanic white? Right? Like that's where we at.
That's why this conversation is complex, because they so systematic. They realize they need the numbers.
But it's not that complex. We just on the surface level worrying about how people treat us and what they think of us and how they talk to. And all that's important. I agree. But what I'm telling you is they graft in more people in to increase their numbers. So when MJ,
they smart enough to know his numbers.
And I'm gonna go on mute after this. When MJ said we're the 3rd largest group, that should have rang off a bell in y'all head, right? But who's the 2nd? When you answer that, it all becomes clear. Them jokers ain't the 2nd because they just popping out more babies. You know what I'm saying? I'm on mute though, man. I'm on mute.
Yeah, that's it.
And how much to drop Sharon, by the way? How much to drop Sharon? I didn't ask that.
And hey, also I just got my international license, so I could drive anywhere in the world. So just shout out to that.
All right.
You got it from AAA?
Hey Sharon, what's your IG too? Because you post that over there every now and again, and I don't know if people are following you over there.
I'm scared. Sometimes I get scared, really.
It's dope. I thought that was dope. I thought that post was dope, man. I appreciated that.
I'd be nervous, really. I'd be nervous. Oh shit! But yeah, I think that's the thing about the race relation that nobody want to actually speak about, is that like is very quiet now. They do it secretly. They're not just cursing us out and all those things. It's not like that. It's more of getting a numbers bigger and making sure we stay at a certain point. Is the new version of it's nice nasty. It ain't just nasty. That's
not new. They've always done that.
Well,
right?
the
That's
thing,
what the whole immigration has been about, right?
what makes it more
So,
complex? And I like this
I'm
conversation.
sorry.
Oh,
Hold
my
on.
bad. Oh Lord, my bad.
Right. Oh Lord. All right. So what I was hearing, because and I think, you know, Rilla was asking some important questions, you know, what's the benefit of it? And he mentioned, you know, oh well, it, you know, seemed like we was heading for a civil war. And so violence is his ultimate concern, right? But
No,
who does that
it's not
sound
my
like?
concern.
Right? Remember Detroit? And so a lot of these men are
That's not my
terrified.
ultimate concern. You're wrong.
Please let me speak.
No, you're wrong.
So a lot of these men are terrified of the white man, and even the mere thought that there could possibly be some violence.
Oh Lord,
Right? And so that's what I mean by, you know, a lot of times the men just aren't really cut out to lead, right? Because your solution to this can't be, well, y'all, let's see if we could bow a little lower. Make your forehead touch the ground. It ain't touching all the way on the ground, right? That can't be the solution.
Go ahead, Mont. And then we also have Burnt Toast. It seems like y'all both want to respond to that comment.
Oh, you know, I just when people do this so often, they don't really care what you're trying to say. They're not really interested, and they just kind of like make a point and they build it on the foundation of not even what your intentions are. But people do that a lot because people don't necessarily care about having a conversation or understanding the other person's perspective, which is why I get called a simp, because I do care about other people's perspective all the time. So, but I gotta drop Sean. I gotta go on my homie Trey panel right now. But I appreciate you having me up here.
Thank you. Appreciate you. See you soon.
Man. So,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Burnt Toast Mafia. It's all on you.
Yeah, so Diva just had to take a shot at black men when we all been systematically down bad for a lot of generations at this point. However, don't forget, we were on top of Europe and the Western civilization for a long time with foot on everyone's neck. So, you know, historical context sometimes really plays a part in what's actually happening. And yes, it's their time to shine. They got a hive like mindset. It's hard to beat numbers and people that can, you know, collaborate with each other with a beehive like my style. Capabilities are introduced into the field. So black men, we're not gonna really try to defend ourselves on that, but that was just a low blow and an example of how black women basically like to swing on us in the trenches, and it's a crabs in a barrel mentality. And I just hate to see it from somebody so educated as you, PhD.
It's not a crab in the barrel mentality. It's an acknowledgement of reality.
And we got to be realistic about the reality. She's not lying, but then that creates the argument that maybe black women just aren't for us anymore. Right? And some brothers who are dating others or marrying others might be making the better decisions.
Okay.
Hey. Oh,
I'm just
I hate
real.
to say it
That don't
because
apply
I'll
to
be the
me,
number
cuz
one brother.
my wife called me Big Daddy Hustle. Big Daddy, Mr.
That wife, though, you can't even say it. Right? She don't call you that.
I don't say it often. Yo, babe, tell him you call me that, right? So I don't have these problems with dealing with black women. But to her point, and to what a lot of black men say, like, maybe they have gotten, you know, too hard, too
Come on now, come on, preach to them.
For them to be beneficial for black men. So at that point, if that really is the issue, it's nothing wrong with black men dating outside. And good luck to white women.
And hold on, let me get in there. Because human nature kicks in at a point of generational trauma. Generation trauma. You could understand. They tired. Now they swinging on us. Oh, you only make $5,000 more than me a year, you broke nigga.
What's fam name up here, Sherrod? Hold on, Washington. What's fam name up here? What's fam name that just came up? Hold on, Willie. All right, good. What's fam name? I can't see it. I'm on my phone. My bad.
It's
I'm blind.
Earth Coast Mafia.
Okay, for my mafia family, right? So when we talking solutions and we have opportunity to build amongst us as brothers, right? We didn't get on charge for that, but as soon as Wall Street Willie started the gender gang banging, we on
I
charge.
didn't start no gender game.
Yeah, you did. You started talking about what a black woman is. And a black
woman.
Hold on,
Like, real
hold
spill. That's
on,
wild to me.
Hold on, let me get the mic. Let me get the mic.
That's
You just
wild.
called me out. Hold on.
Wait, do y'all
You just
have?
called-
Wait, let me ask you this.
Hold on, you just
And-
misspoke. No, you just misspoke.
No,
Let
I
me
didn't
speak.
misspeak. I
You did just misspeak. Let me speak. So you just called my name out to say I was ready for the gender gang bang, but she just said black men kissing
you
white
got
men,
full-
kissing the ground for white men. Hold on, what?
No. You got full on charge when Wall Street Willie. Okay.
I got full on charge when she said what she
Did you
said.
hear when Willie started talking about how the black woman this and the black woman that and the black, like? Did you hear yourself? Come on, preach.
Nah, I just was playing because I need Diva to understand that mindset is not it.
We don't listen.
Boy, that ain't gonna make me understand nothing.
Well, we know that. We see
All
that
I can do is get
with
the
all that
cut.
black man slander you got ready. We
Boy,
see
y'all
that.
be so ready. Y'all be missing the
What do you
point.
mean? They
Here's the
start the
reality.
slander. I'm
That
on
a lot of
defense.
black men will never be tough enough to lead.
I'm talking about
PhD.
one black man. That black
God,
man,
no.
black
Never
man
happened.
ain't even here.
No, you said black men kissing the ground for white men. That's where it
I
started.
was talking about him.
No, you said black men kissing the ground for white men. Can we bend lower?
About
That's
him.
Okay, so let me ask the question
But I'm
this
just
way.
saying,
Then.
that's where
So
we're at.
Okay, wait. So we 60 years free on paper, allegedly, right? What have black men built? Tell me the institutions, the banks, the schools, the hospitals. Tell me that part. Don't tell me
I
about
can
no
tell you a
goddamn
number of
black
things
woman.
black
I
men
don't want to
built.
hear about black woman. I want to
can
hear
tell you a
about the
number of
schools
things black
and the
men built.
institutions that
Wait,
black
Rilla,
men are
Rilla.
building in concert with each other.
Rilla, listen to what I'm telling you.
Wow,
I can tell you a number of things
I'm
that black
listening.
men have built
I want
that
somebody
have
to answer
nothing
my
to do with the
question.
Dr. Umar School of Thought has
And
been
no
built.
matter
Oh,
what
my.
we built,
This
many
joker
of
said
us will never be tough enough to lead PhD. Accept that. Accept that is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? We've built a treasure trough of things, right?
Treasure
I could
trough,
name,
okay.
I could
Treasure
literally
trough.
name something as simple as the Super Soaker, right? A multi-million-dollar business, employed a bunch of people. That's irrelevant. No matter what we build.
It is
A
irrelevant
lot
because
of
we didn't
dudes
control it.
will,
That
a
brother had to
lot
go
of
back and
black
sue
men
for the money that
can never be masculine enough, can
Stop.
never be strong enough to
Stop.
lead
He said
PhD.
anything to make
Now,
a
see, I
point, man,
could
and I
do it.
don't rock with y'all, man. Sharon,
Listen to what you're not
is so
listening to me,
I'm
Rilla.
sorry,
We
man.
gotta
Okay.
accept it.
Let me rebuttal
You
that.
can't I ain't gonna say you, because you like me, you do have a black woman, right? But understand,
Yeah,
bro,
1000%.
most of these rim
I love my
bros
boo
will
thing.
never be able to lead black women like
Why
PhD
you focus on black
and
women,
like my
Willie?
wife, right?
Wait.
So they need to just be given the reprieve that you can go across the street. Like I actually think that's the best choice for
Willie,
you.
let me ask you this.
Go get you an Amber.
Peace, Diva.
Nah, it's not.
Hey,
Nah,
Willie.
Well, I don't need
that makes
a
the
I
black
don't need a
numbers.
leader
The black
either.
numbers
So
we
I
was
guess
talking
I'm in that
about.
boat with PhD
Oh,
for too.
Schenectady needs a leader.
Nah, it's
Schenectady
not.
definitely.
It's not that they need a leader. They just
Schenectady
need.
don't need no leader,
They
Rilla.
just need to not look at every black man so jaded.
No. Listen, y'all keep missing it, man. Y'all keep pivoting back to black women. I'm not even talking about Diva. I ain't talking about MJ. I ain't talking about black women. I'm asking. Don't tell me about no Super Soaker either, because that brother had to
Sir,
go to
this was
court and
about
fight for what
black
was his.
men.
Right. Years
This
later,
was
yeah.
about
Tell
black
me
men.
in the
I
60
am
years,
acknowledging that
Willie,
black men,
on paper,
most
we've
black
been free
men
60
will
years. Do you
never
acknowledge
be
that?
enough
Yes.
Okay,
to
Willie.
lead certain black women.
You see
So
how you
now that
go?
we've
All right,
acknowledged
I'm gonna
that,
give you this.
we can
I'm gonna
let them
concede to
walk
that.
away.
On paper,
Let
we
them.
have been
I
free
actually
60
advocate
years,
for a
Willie.
lot
Let
of
me
them
give
to
you an
walk
answer.
away.
Let me answer that. I'm gonna concede to everything you're saying because
Tell
guess
me,
what?
no.
Hold on,
I'm asking for
I'm answering.
institutions.
I'm about
I
to
answered
answer.
Rilla,
No major institutions, and you know
What you
why?
say? The man clave.
Besides a black college, besides a black college, which my college was founded by James E. Shepard in 1866. Hold on, let me educate you real quick, brother.
You about to tell me the
my college was founded by James E. Shepard in 1866. His father was a black man. Hold on. His father was a black man from South Carolina who also, hold on real quick. So James E. Shepard founded the black institution that I attended. And when it was
what is the name of the institution?
It was called the Institution for Black Nurses, and it was called a Chautauqua before it was labeled North Carolina Central University. His father founded White Rock Baptist Church, which is still around to this day. Now, what I'm going to say is this. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay, go
so
ahead.
no black major institution has been founded by a black man because we've been getting exploited for 6 generations ever since they made the black codes and ever since the Jim Crow law and quantum effects from Jim Crow have been affecting us. So we don't have anything major.
Wait.
Yes, we do. We have the Black Boule, and we own that, and no white person founded it. We don't take their money.
It's not a major institution. It has no relevance, no prevalence, and it's not major enough from what he was speaking about.
No. When we talk,
I apologize for you thinking of that. It's prevalent or relevant.
Left from a lot of our movies.
When you talking institutions, you talking schools, hospitals, and financial
institutions. To the Boule.
Yeah. Salute to them, right? I forget that sister name.
Then that will never change. Not only is it
what's that sister that did that speech? Black faces in high places won't save us, right? Right? We tweaking on this panel, fam. What we again? Right? Alonzo Herndon had Atlanta Life Insurance, right? In Atlanta. And I don't even want to talk businesses. I mean, like I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking a business. I'm talking about that's an institution in the community, right? King Randall has a school down there in, I want to say Augusta, no, Albany. And then Sharon was talking about Q Butter and the brother Omar. Those are institutions. Tell me, in the 60 years that we have been free, the institutions, where can I go put my money so I could build something with you fellas? I ain't talking about Diva. I ain't talking about MJ. I ain't talking about Beachy. I'm talking about the brothers. Where are the institutions that have been built? Don't tell me about LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, whatever they done did with Kanye, whatever they done did with their money. Jay-Z.
Institutions you asking for? Are you asking for educational institutions?
You just need men, or well, I know some women did.
Hold on. So BT gave one. Maybe Detroit Coalition can help you two brothers out because y'all are actually burnt toast right now. Go ahead,
Detroit, man.
Go ahead, Detroit Coalition.
I already gave my answer. I conceded.
See if you can.
Y'all just gotta accept it, brothers. You'll never be man enough for Diva. So once I understood that,
okay, Willie, hold on. Go ahead, Detroit.
He's still on Diva. God.
Yeah, why would somebody want to be man enough for somebody that's out of pocket?
I'm just saying, I
want that Cavity coming
for chasing white women. I'm no longer angry at y'all for chasing white women. I understand.
Okay, I see how you coming at that. I see how you did that. You know what? I'm gonna let it go.
Damn,
I'm gonna let it go.
All right, hold on. I don't know. He was up there on Sel's channel. That's all I do know. He tried to come up and pull up on me, but I was. What's up, Detroit?
What up with it? What up, y'all?
What up, though?
Listen. I got so many questions but I heard my name pop up, so I'm just But I got questions about why my name is popping up in any kind of way. That's why I was popping up. Just I heard my name, and I don't know. I don't know what was popping. I don't know. Maybe y'all can inform me or whatever. What's
the black population in Detroit right now? Coalition. What's the percentage?
Oh, it's still probably like over 70% black.
Yeah, y'all at 77%. Y'all just elected a the first black woman, Democratic mayor.
Yep, Sheffield.
Yeah.
Yep, Mayor Sheffield. Yep.
Yeah, shout out to her. Go ahead, Sam.
Who you heard saying your name?
Did you say my name? Was it you?
Who did you hear say your name?
Was it you?
I'm asking. Did you
have a problem saying that it was you? It was you then, okay. All right, so it was you.
Yeah. Okay, I said your name. Okay, now what? You want me to repeat?
What was it? I'm saying, what was the topic? I I'm just
Oh
saying,
no,
what
no,
was the
no! I
topic?
was just drawing a comparison between when you mentioned, being afraid of the white man, and so we had another gentleman up who mentioned being afraid of the white man, and so I was just saying, like, this is a very real thing. We got to start paying attention to this. Like, black men are terrified of the white man, and so that's how
Yeah,
you
then
came
you
up. I
wasn't
was
talking
like,
about me then. You wasn't talking about me then. So yeah.
And I hope you wasn't indirectly trying to shoot at burnt toast when you said that.
sir, boy, I don't know you.
Okay, so
You don't know me either.
Right, but I know what you said, right? So Bert Toast
What did I say? What did I say anything about being afraid of white folks?
Right, you were
When did I say
talking
anything
about
about being afraid of white folks?
I'm about to tell you. So I posed the question, and let me get the question right. It was how can we push back against something that the white man was doing? And I said it doesn't.
This was with KT the GOAT that day, right?
Hold on. I said it doesn't even need to include violence. And the first thing out of your mouth was, man, that sounds like a slaughter to me. That was that, and everybody was here. We all heard it.
Okay. That was the same conversation with KT.
White man gonna
Wait a second.
You
are hold on, Diva. I'm gonna have to answer your question. Listen, I ain't gonna deny if I said something, but you placing my words in the wrong place in that conversation. Because KT the GOAT in that conversation, like he usually do, is talking about anarchy and like taking up arms and taking over buildings and shit like that. And he'll say, I shouldn't be saying this on Sharon Channel and shit. And when he was saying that, yeah, I chimed in and was like, that sounds like a slaughter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If it's not,
that is not the conversation.
Okay.
I specifically
Then, okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I ain't one of these people that got to be right all the damn time. So if I was wrong, I'm wrong. But I didn't. That's definitely not anywhere where I'm afraid of white folks. Even if I said that, how's that saying I'm afraid of white folks?
Because you're afraid that they're gonna slaughter you if you push back against anything.
If we ain't organized and got that shit together, it's gonna be a slaughter no matter who try and pull off anything.
White women ain't gonna tell you you're afraid of white men.
Well, if you hadn't to take just a clip of my words and actually listen to me when I was saying that, you'd understand I ain't afraid of not one white person on this planet. Get that shit out your thoughts.
Detroit.
That's not anything I think. So it's okay. You can think whatever you want about me, Diva. That's the last I'm gonna talk about this at all.
Okay. But when we had the conversation,
white women are the
you you did say it. Like, and we talked about it at the time. So
if that's what you believe, you got it.
We all heard it. And I'm sure
okay, so I asked my question of why my name came up and everything like that. Right, so I'll just say for anybody else, right, who kind of know how to understand when they diaspora warriors don't understand that because they gonna always find the sliver to try and down somebody else and make them unblack. So you hold on to that. That's fine. I'm not a diaspora warrior, so I'm saying it.
How you crashing out?
I'm not reaching. I'm saying exactly what it is.
Because I didn't say anything.
I'm crashing out, y'all. Look at my face, y'all. Hi, y'all.
By the white man.
Let's crash out. I'm not on these YouTube streets a lot. So is this crash out face?
Yeah. Well, you running.
You're diaspora warrior. It's okay. I address what you said. You believe what you believe, right? And that's what you believe of me. That's fine. But I know that's not me. As long as you know that that's not where I'm coming from, being afraid of white people, that's fine.
That sounds like a slaughter. And I said, it didn't have to involve violence. Are you so
You
scared?
spend your time picking apart the lyrics on YouTube. I'm good.
You still think it's violence?
You spend your time going through the transcripts, and that's fine.
That's how terrified.
That's right.
And so we
out
had
of context, terrified.
Who was also terrified, and so I was just
well,
saying,
Diva, listen, let me tell you something. I got young men out here too.
Out here,
I got children out here. So when people don't have maybe that, sometimes they don't have the same mindset about the world. Because if all this burned down, then I got mines that's burning down too. So whatever you thinking, I believe in organization among the black community. I believe in education amongst the black community.
And so we have to
and I don't believe in being a diaspora warrior.
I don't know. We ain't even talking about no diaspora. So, sir,
that's okay. I'm calling it even if it wasn't said. You taking your intentions from what I said. I'm taking my intentions from what you said, and that's what it is.
Fuck what you think, sir. You a scary nigga.
You're
Why
right.
I say what you think?
And I'm sure you got all the thuggest niggas down in Florida. All you need, right? Exactly.
Why I can't
Non-voting, scared to vote, scared to look at that ballot, scared to vote.
Yep,
I
scared
know.
to vote, child.
Yeah.
Anything, all
Yeah, I
of the
know.
above.
Yep, all of it. So
I ain't seeing phantom white men though. That's the difference between me and you. And I
yeah,
can't.
and you ain't seen the faces out of knuckled up out here, white men and shit too. So it's cool.
That
It's
white
cool.
man not gonna bother
It's
you,
all
sir.
right.
Calm
Oh,
down.
I
You
know
have to
that.
be
Breaker,
terrified.
you probably is on your tip. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Shit.
Sharon ain't shit, man.
Listen, man, tell them white women.
So
That's the
what was the
solution.
conversation?
And by the way, coalition, that ain't fair because fighting a white man in Detroit is different.
I ain't gonna lie, Diva, you toxic.
Because you gonna get that off.
What you said, burnt toast?
I grew up in Detroit. Somebody told me I'm scared of a white man. Get the fuck out of here. That shit. Fuck out of here. That shit.
Yeah, Diva, you toxic. You gotta start that.
The truth is toxic too.
Got to be starting
To
something.
degenerates.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that's black women.
All you gotta do is play Black Pack for Diva. All you gotta do is hit that round and round we go.
Hey.
Look at this nigga. You gotta do is hit that scrub the ground.
Everything is right in the world. Y'all tweaking. Y'all tweaking.
Oh,
Swear
man.
y'all tweaking. Go ahead, Sharon, with your lying ass.
Can we get hey, Sharon, wait. Can we get back to you on that panel? Because I really could not get past. Damn, it was some point I just had to clock out, man. I was trying to listen. Then I was like, nah, this too much, man. It's too much.
Yeah, I want to hear what happened.
I don't know why he wanted to like dive into like just not telling the truth. I don't know why he did that. And he went to just trying to insult and cut me off, you know. And shout out to Self for trying to get him to calm down, but every time he got cooked, he just couldn't help himself.
Who
used the bell was doing his best. He really was on his moderator status for that, Sharon.
Right.
Yeah, he tried. He tried, but
he even told Bizzle calm down a couple times. Like, you know, like he held it together. But I forget. I wish I could remember what point of the show I was listening. I was like, this can't.
This can't be real, right? This can't be for real.
I don't know. It was a combination of things. It was the display in front of the people who do not share the same hue as us, like the amount of N-words that got lobbed. Like, I was like, dang, man, like you don't feel away.
Right.
Hey, you know,
and points weren't being addressed. There was goalposts moving, a ton of goalposts moving. Like, and listen, not saying you was 100% right. I'm just saying, like, I was looking at it and was like, you know, because Sharon always lies. I know he be saying SNL. Hey, chat, hashtag SAL. Let's get on this joke ahead, man. Since you want to make a cameo appearance on the Saturday night, let's make it worth his while. And I don't know why y'all ain't hit the like button or sent the super chat. Diva ain't read no super chats in a minute. Ain't no cash apps that came through, man. What is we doing up here, man?
Maybe I can just do the review tomorrow when they all awake. Maybe.
Nah, they gonna lie and say they was in church, Sharon.
Because you know, sometimes I do be just having the phone on in my bed. I just leave it on for the people that I rock with. I just leave it on and I just like.
Jerron, you don't learn a damn thing. You stay going in behind enemy lines all the damn. I think at this time, I think you're a masochist at this time. Like you must like getting beat up.
Hey, that is just
origin story when he told us about him gang banging through Brooklyn. It get jumped.
I got jumped a lot. I did get jumped a lot. That's how I self-soothe, all right?
Don't fight the truth, brother.
You got a thrill
your
of
white
just
women,
like
man.
fighting
A
the
lot
air.
of
Like
you
I don't know.
never.
No, and I agree, MJ. It is. I don't know if that's a real condition, but I do. I love going behind enemy lines. I get treacherous with mine. I be getting information. I be extracting. I be doing all type of stuff. So just Sharon does. I see some stuff that he is. It looks like he might be getting whooped.
He's sharpening his sword, yeah.
he's getting something out of what he's doing, and I can see it because I would do the same thing over and over for. I'm doing it my whole life. So
all
right,
2026, I'm going to everybody that want it, I'm going to give them the smoke that they asked for. I'm giving them the same energy that they asked for. That's straight up.
Oh, now he didn't watch the Jay-Z interview too.
Oh, no, I didn't get the chance to watch it yet. It's good.
I would love to hear your take on it once you watch it.
All right, so
Hey, Sharon, man, you know, Fatty and Taz was debating. I was going back and forth earlier. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out. Shout out to Zara B. Go ahead, Diva. About time.
Where's Zara been?
She been in Detroit crashing cars. Clearly, Diva, you there? Diva not there. Goddamn. I guess she's finally eating some food.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Zara B with the
Okay,
two.
now I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Who is Zara B? Is that the English lady?
Yes.
Oh, she was speaking to me in the chat. Bitch, I don't like you. Zara B, 2 pounds. All foolishness, but I love you, Sharon.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Diva said I took a break from my oxtails for this shit. Hey, shit, yo.
And my ass waving back to her, hey, girl. I didn't know who I was talking to.
No, you can't make this up.
Now he gonna act like he a victim now. You better.
And I was just gonna say, I'm enemy lines. What you talking about, man? The whole concept of when everybody who's not, you in that situation, you would be considered enemy lines, not like overall.
Sale did his thing, man. Sale, I don't envy your job. You trying to handle, you trying to handle Sharon, Angry Man, and your wife, man. Salute to you. I think Sharon a glutton for punishment, but I do think you was over there sharpening your tools, man. I tried to hang in there as long as I could, man. But yeah, some of the N-word usage in front of them people like just throws me off, man.
Yeah, it do be kind of crazy.
Oh, you was in the trenches.
Yeah,
because they feel emboldened to say it themselves.
But the crazy thing is, I think anywhere I go is the trenches at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I go is the trench. Somebody somewhere want to kick my ass that I ain't even speak to. Like the dude, something money. I never spoke to that man day in my life. He wanted to smoke with me. I was like, I don't even know you, sir. Why you got smoke for me?
Well, no, you've been doing this long enough. You know how YouTube is, man. People be in the clouds, and in the moment they get the opportunity, there's plenty of times I done went to spaces and. Rilla, and when you was on that Thursday night, you were saying, and you didn't defend, and yo, fam, like what? It was like 6 years ago, man.
Box, Sharon. I'm not acknowledging her. I'm not acknowledging her.
Hello, PH Diva.
Uh-oh.
What happened, Diva? She's
I like Diva. Oh, you put it in like a fighting box. Is that what he's done? Put it in like a fighting ring.
Just a conversation box. It's just a conversation.
Oh, okay. No, hello, PH Diva. Been a long time. Hello, Sharon.
Hey.
Hello, Chicago Rilla.
Hello.
Peace, Zara. Peace.
I love the way she says that.
Hello.
Everybody. Hello, Beachy. I love. Are you playing it?
Oh, it's all love until take the gloves off.
Right, I'm probably gonna listen to. It's not like me, Sharon, but I'm gonna shut my mouth, okay? Until I lose it, and then I crash out on you all. Yeah.
Let me welcome to the show, Sanctimonious Will. Good day, sir.
Hey, I'm here to return a few.
Welcome me, you cheeky little bitch.
What up, though? What up, though?
Whoa! What the hell?
What up, though?
What up, though? What the fuck just happened?
I'm just saying, you didn't even welcome me. You didn't say, "Oh, hello, welcome, Zara."
Okay.
No,
I did. You probably didn't hear me. I did say it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try again. What up, though, to everybody on the
We're the
Like,
white women
damn, I
at.
come in, I'm a cheeky bitch. Like, God, dang.
That's what I was like. What the hell? I didn't even know you had.
I was about to yell at Beachy like enemy lines, right? Enemy lines, right? Oh, okay. What up, though? I come to return a few bones that you left behind. You left a shin bone on the other side of the yard, so I'm bringing it back to you.
Appreciate you. Hey, they could.
Will ain't shit either.
Yeah, they would not allow the conversation.
White woman is
and also, by the way, what's we call it, child? Your camera's on. Also, by the way, Verb, and also, you want your camera on? Oh, you want the camera on? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ferg pop out from time to time.
Okay. Excuse me. Hold on, let me
No,
drop.
I thought he said verbal.
Yeah, that's a verbal assassin.
Yeah, I thought he said verbal. Hey, Sale, shout out to you, man. I know your job was hard, G. How?
Hard? Nigga, do you understand what I just went through?
No. How? That's my question. How did you manage that between Sharon and his antics and then Angry Man and your wife?
The crazy thing, really, I ain't really do no antics. I was really
you was on mute the whole time you was doing it. That's when I saw Sale try and calm you down. I stayed there as long as I could.
The truth of the matter is this. One of these days, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. I need to have it just be Sharon and just Angry Man with nobody else, not even my wife. You see what I'm saying? My wife can't even be on the panel because the truth of the matter is this. I don't have a problem with Sharon's argument. It's just that trying to stop the interjections, then people want to jump in. I know everybody want to disagree with Sharon. I want to disagree with Sharon, but my biggest rule is even if I don't agree with absolutely nothing you say, I'm going to let you finish. You see what I'm saying? But
yeah, you displayed that.
Yeah, with these heavy hitters on the panel, Angry Man want to jump in, my wife want to jump in, this person want to jump in, that person want to jump in. Then I'm trying to put a stop to it. I'm like, all right, y'all, I know how shit is with Sharon. Y'all have to let him finish. Because if you don't let him finish, he's not only going to pick back up where he left off, he's going to go longer. I know how Sharon get down. It's not nothing new.
So there was a call out. I just want to ask Sharon. Sharon, was that accurate when he called you out and said he was purposely trying to control the panel because if he didn't, you would be like, okay, you know what, y'all got it. I'm done. Was that accurate?
No.
I think that was.
And hold on, let me also welcome into the show the beautiful Verbal Assassin. Good day, beautiful. How are you doing today?
Hi. Am I correct or am I incorrect that Willie ran?
No, he here.
No, he's here.
Where he at? Put us in the box real quick.
Oh, okay.
I had to count up for this one
Sharon, if you need
because,
to drop me down, you can.
Yeah,
Well,
he had
Street,
me
Willie, or she talking about me?
all the way.
No, I think she's talking about Wall Street.
He had me all the way messed up earlier.
Okay.
No, not Sale. Not Sale.
The wheel. All right.
Yeah.
She said Wall Street Willie.
Is that Marcel Davis?
You was just being goofy. Like you should have let that go by now.
No. Hold on. You didn't even. Hold up. Why you talking? Why you scared? Because I have to count up for this one real quick because I need you to see my face. Say that shit you said earlier. Say that shit you said earlier on Bob. Say all of it.
Why am I
Say
being
all of
muted?
it. Say how you was talking crap about Sharon. Say how you was talking crap about Sharon. Say how you was talking crap about Sharon.
Before we go anywhere, are we about to have a one-on-one? Because I'm with the shits.
Are you? Because you keep talking.
I'm with
Because you keep talking.
So are we
You
going
keep
to have a
talking.
one-on-one? Yes or no? I want to know from Sharon. Are you going to allow
Listen, man. All I want you to do, see, he's doing all this talking because he's deflecting. Because he's deflecting. No, all I'm asking is to say the shit you were saying earlier. Say the shit you were saying earlier. Say the shit you were saying. Say the shit you were saying earlier, because I just hear you bumping your gums. Say the shit you were saying
I
earlier.
already said this, Sharon.
So say it now. Say it now.
I said I already said to
Say
him.
it now.
Did he say Sharon was fake? Did he say Sharon
He
was
said,
fake?
he said a lot of shit. A lot of shit earlier on Bob's channel.
On Bob's
And you made an allegation towards me about children, and I have a problem with
you
you.
said you're comfortable with little girls being around niggas with their dicks out.
Whoa,
You said that.
whoa.
You said
That's
that.
what I said.
Hey, Sharon, I gotta
You
go,
said
man.
that.
Sharon, I gotta go, dog.
If
I
you
just
want to
wanted to
go
come and
there,
give you your
let's go
flowers,
there.
big homie. I
You
appreciate you.
said that.
Hi, Willie.
All right,
You
take it
want to
easy.
put that on
Hi,
display?
Willie.
Yes, I'm not going to back down off that. You said that.
I did.
So you want to have the yes, you did. Yes,
Okay, what are you
did.
putting that on? What are you putting
And
that
you
on?
tried to claim I was a predator because I
You're a
said
liar.
I'm not comfortable with
You're
kids
a
being
liar.
around nudists.
You're a liar.
So where you want to go with it? You're
I want you.
comfortable. You're comfortable with kids
All
being
he's
around
all
a
he's
nudist
doing,
colony.
all
I
he's
said
doing
to
is
you, I said
all
to
he's
you on
doing
day
right
2
now is
when he was
deflecting.
asked that by
See,
his
he's
cousin.
guilty. He's
Sharon
guilty,
even
and so
said,
he's trying to
no,
overtalk
I've
and
never been
deflect.
to a nudist colony. I wouldn't take my kid there. I told you he said that when his cousin asked him where he stood on it. I told you when I was having the conversation with him. I knew
You're such
he
a
didn't
liar.
say that.
You're
You
such a
said
damn
you
liar.
stand on,
You're a
you're
liar.
comfortable with little
You're a
black
liar.
girls being around grown men with their
Wow,
dicks out.
you are a
So what do you
fucking
want to
liar.
talk about?
You're
What
a
do you want to
fucking
talk
liar.
about? I'm here.
You're a fucking
I ain't going
liar.
nowhere. Talk to me.
You're a fucking liar. You're a liar.
What did I lie about?
You just lied
You
completely
stopped the
about everything
show.
you
I
just
was in the
said.
back
It's on
minding my
video.
business. You
It's
stopped the
recorded.
show to have the conversation.
It's
What
completely
did I lie
recorded.
about?
It's recorded.
Yeah,
And
what you
since you
thought I
want to
was
tell
gonna
that
fall back
lie,
from
I'm gonna
anything I
drag you
said?
on my channel tomorrow. You're getting
Yeah,
fucking dragged, nigga. And you're gonna be shown up for the liar that you are. That's what the
yeah.
fuck is gonna happen.
That
I'm
sounds
not gonna
cute.
cuss you out like I did earlier.
So are
Like
you
I
saying
peeled
you
your
wanted to
cat
be
back
up with me
earlier.
and you?
I'm going to,
Are
it's
you
up.
saying you want me to
It's
feed
up. It's
to the other
absolutely
side
up.
that you
It's up.
comfortable with children, with
It's
little
up.
girls
You're a
being
liar.
outside around grown men with their dicks out? Because
You're
that's
a
what you
liar.
stood on.
All right, Willie. All
You're a
right. You
liar.
don't have to
Now
repeat
I'm
that
saying I
same
could
thing.
prove that.
He's a
Yeah,
liar.
I got the clips too.
You're lying. Oh, I wish. Can you show? Can you put them right now?
I'm
Can
not a
you? Can you?
content
Can you
creator,
let people know?
sis.
Exactly, because you a lying
But
ass
you said
nigga.
it.
You a
You said
lying
it.
ass motherfucker.
I hear
Listen,
you.
Sharon, I'm sorry. I'll send you whatever I need to send you. But this bastard is fucking lying. And anybody who know me,
What am I
Vici,
lying
you
about?
know how I get down.
What am I
I was
lying
just
about?
gonna say,
You think that
Willie,
I said anything
think
like that?
What am I
right.
lying about? Let's get to it. What am I lying
I
about?
think you got called out, buddy. You was over there. You trying to play both sides. You was over there talking hella stuff.
Oh
I
no,
sure
no, no.
just say
We
you
talking about a
just say what you
conversation on
said. Why
Bomb
don't you just say,
Cherry's
yeah, I was over
platform.
there. You know, I said this and that. You try to run up here like you went over there
We talking
doing
about a
it, and
conversation
it's
on Bomb Cherry's platform. So I just want to keep you up to date, right? This ain't
nah.
a
You playing this? You
conversation
what you do?
over
You
there.
playing Sharon's face? Just say you want to come over here and play in his face. You ain't got a lot to kick it.
Yeah, you don't got a lot to kick it. That's true.
Lie about what?
Nigga, it's up and stuff. Barbara done called you
Lie,
out, baby.
what am
It's
I
up and
lying
stuff,
about?
and she
Can
gonna
I also?
and
Can
I'm
I
gonna tell
also?
her it's up
Can
and
I
stuff,
make?
bro.
Not
Sorry.
with it. Let's
Hold
do
on,
it.
Zara. Hold on, Zara. I'm trying to figure it out too, Zara. Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
It's goofy,
I just
right?
wanted to make a point on the point that he's making.
Nothing I said.
I
Hold on.
lived in Spain
Hold
for
on,
2
beloved.
years, and there's
Hello.
nothing
I
wrong
love
with
the way
going
you
to.
say hello. Hello. But hold
Hello.
on. Give us a second. Give us a second.
Okay,
Right?
I will. I will. I'll shut up. Go
Nothing
on.
I said earlier I don't stand on. Right? Nothing.
So
Nothing
repeat
I've
it.
ever said
Right, repeat
I
it. Let's
don't
go.
stand on.
Repeat it.
I told you, right? I don't agree with everything Sharon says, right? But Sharon ain't always wrong either, right? I told you with all the BS in this conversation, right? I tried to save my bro from himself because I knew how the other side was gonna play that, right? And I got enough respect for him, right? That I understood he was just trying to make a point. So I would never put no smut on him like it's any type of weirdo games with
Listen,
kids.
all of
I
this, all
said
of
that.
this is
I said that to
is
you,
it's
and
on
I
it's
said
on
that
record,
across the
it's on
street as well.
video, it's on
Hold on.
tape,
I said that to you.
and we're gonna let the whole world know tomorrow.
Let them
It's
know.
all good.
You gonna
Because
lie
you're a
and say
liar.
I'm a child
No,
predator
no, 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 no,
simply
no, no,
because
no.
I
Here's what
said
we're gonna
I've
do.
never taken
Here's what we're gonna
showers with
do.
my kids.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Because I've said as a man, I've
See how
never
he keeps
taken
talking,
baths
y'all?
with my kids.
Because
And
he's lying.
somehow you're gonna try to spin that
He
as me
keeps
being a
talking because because he's lying. He doesn't want me to talk because he's lying.
I'm very
He doesn't want me to
interested in
talk
how your
because he's
scheme is gonna
lying.
work. Just let
He
me know
doesn't
when
want
you
me to
stream.
talk because he's
If you
lying.
want me up there, you can have me come up there and we'll have the conversation. But if not,
Why do
I
you keep
promise
talking?
you
If you're
said
not
enough
lying, why
goofy
you keep
shit,
talking?
I will fricassee fry
That's
you
fair.
I don't have a
and
problem with what I
have
said.
YouTube fry
You have
you
a
as
problem
well.
with what you
Yeah,
said.
all right. Well, it's up. Don't think I'm scared of none of these threats. I'm not a
You have a
content
problem
creator,
with what you
and I've
said.
never fallen
So
back on
what's your Willie? You
nothing I
gonna let
And see
him?
ever
how he
stood
keeps on
on.
talking?
Never
You
One
once.
guys
thing.
see how he keeps on talking and you won't
Yeah,
stop fucking
because
talking.
you came up here like a fucking goofy.
Hold
Talking about
on.
you
No, you
on
just
truth
mad
One
because
thing.
you got
Well,
caught
do
and I
it.
ran down
Well,
on your
do it,
ass.
goofball.
I
Hold
ran
on.
down on your
But
ass.
you
You
Hold
said
on.
lying
you're
One
ass
thing.
bastard.
comfortable
You're
One
with
a
little
lying
thing.
black
ass,
girls
perverted
being
ass
around
bastard.
grown
You're
men
a
with their dick out.
liar.
You can
He's a
never
Hold on.
take
liar.
that back.
Wall
I,
Street.
I want
Wall
to
Street
punch you
Willie.
in your fucking face right now. I swear to God,
Damn.
if you was in front of
Hold
me,
on.
I would slice the fuck out your motherfucking neck, nigga.
What?
You are a
Oh
fucking
shit!
liar.
Oh
Oh
my
shit!
God.
Damn, she finna give you $1.50, Wall Street.
I'm
That
crying.
nigga finna give you $1.50. Damn.
I came up here to rock with the Supreme Vaginal Vessel, right? So I
I
didn't even come
can't
up here to
stand your
talk
ass,
to you.
No,
G-Will.
don't
You
be
came
rocking with
up
the
here to
Pink
kick
P.
your shine,
Pink
but
P
you can
dangerous
never
too.
take back
Don't
the
be rocking
fact
with the
All I
that
Pink
know
P.
that
you
motherfucking B better smell good.
stood on and tried to
Oh
legitimize as
my
much as you
God.
could
All right,
little
hold on.
black
All
girls.
right, hold on,
Oh
Wall
my
Street, because you
god.
just being
Damn.
too. Hold on, Willie. You being a little too quick. All
Yeah,
right,
nah, I'm being.
I
Nah,
Let's
understand.
that's
get
I
the
what it
super
understand.
chats
was.
read. Let's get the super
All right,
chats.
let me just
Yeah,
calm.
can I read it, Sharon? Do you mind
No,
if
No,
I read
no,
it?
he
no.
still
No, my
ain't
bad, babe. They
say
came
the
in the
shit he
trash out. I'm
talk.
sorry.
Tara
Okay.
Toy, $42.99, $10. Zara is trash from Leeds or Luton. She better speak kind to the black folks.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
No,
Little
Hold
girl,
on,
come here.
Zara. Hold on. I got you.
I want
You've
you
been
to tell
addressing
them
in
how
a
we
No,
second.
never
so
take
just number
showers
one,
You've
together,
been.
and
number
that's
Hold on.
one.
I'll
okay.
bring
Hang on,
it. Hold on. I'll let you address it in a second.
go
We
on
got
then.
one
Go
more.
on then.
Hold on.
Go on then.
Yeah, I got my daughter
Tara
here if we
Toy,
want to
shut
have a
Hold
whole
on.
interview.
Chill,
Let
Willie.
me.
Tara Toy,
Come on, Willie.
You want to tell them how
$42.99.
we don't take?
Oh my God.
Tara Toy, $42.99, $10. Clearly, Zara is a gutter pig who cannot afford to be in London. Just a proper loser and not cute. What the fuck?
God
What is going
damn.
on?
I don't know. I don't know who it is. Number one, can I first address? You spelt Luton wrong. You retarded mong. It's on the fucking map. It's Luton with an O, not an E. But no, I said I don't live in London or Leeds. London is the bottom of the country. Leeds is the top, very top, right? I live in the northwest, the opposite side, the north, but the other side, not the northeast, the northwest. I said that's where I live. Liverpool, where the Beatles are from. That's where I've always been. And I've moved to a rural area. I've done really quite well for myself. My kids have just absolutely smashing it in very good fucking private schools. So fuck you. And so a big massive fuck you. So why is this random person deciding to hate on me off the internet? I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. You're a name on the screen. How's about you go and suck your mum?
Damn.
What the? This is how we act on Saturday.
Hey yo,
Yes.
she
I
said,
told you it's Salacious. I told you it's Salacious Saturday. Didn't I tell you it's Salacious Saturday, Sharon? You didn't believe me? If you go on live on Saturday, it's gonna be salacious.
Zara is solid till she died.
Now she bought my name.
Yeah. So nigga, so yeah. Here's the thing, y'all. For real. Like,
yeah,
I don't. Oh,
Who that,
shut
Bird?
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Wall Street Willie. Please shut the fuck up, please.
What time you doing
You
your
got
show,
caught in
Bird?
your lie.
What time you
Tomorrow, let's see. I'm gonna do my show. Probably. Okay, so let me tell you who was up there. It was Bomb's show, of course.
You
So it was Bomb.
gotta drop your link in the chat too.
Yes.
Okay, somebody in there who has a wrench knows my link. Can you drop it? I'll try to do it, but if somebody in the chat knows it, put it in there. Cause yeah, we gonna go over this real quick. Cause he acted a plumb fool today. And the reason why I had to come up here and I needed him to see my face, whatever, it don't even matter, right? Because I needed him to look in my eyes because I mean what the hell I'm saying. Anybody who knows my history on here knows I would never say some shit like that. Anybody who knows my history on here would tell you. Beachy can tell you. She already knows how I get down. And he's sitting here telling you and all the world, okay, that I said This is what he said. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong. This raggedy mofo just told everybody that I said out my mouth that I was comfortable with little black girls. This is what he said, right? Black girls being around men with their dicks out. That's what he said that I said. And he is a liar from hell, from the pit of hell. And may God and the demons all mount up together and strike his ass down for that lie from Satan. You evil motherfucker. You're evil as shit and you're a liar.
Sir, we will be summoning up the things that you know not of for that, what you said. You have no idea.
You said it.
Okay.
You said it. Now you're going to run from what you said, but you came up here to get an episode to talk to Wall Street.
You can say whatever you want to say.
I was already in the back.
It's on record. It's on record, bro. It's on record. It's on record. Yeah, I'm gonna drag the fuck out of you. I'm gonna drag the hell out of you, and I'm gonna remind everybody that this is how niggas like from New York get down. Since you want to always tell us that you from New York, so we gonna tell everybody how New York niggas get fucked down, right?
Why did I tell you that?
With all them rats in the gutter that y'all live with over there.
Harlem is on.
Yeah, Harlem rat. You a Harlem rat. You a Harlem lion ass rat. You a Harlem lion ass rat. It don't even, none of it matter. I'm gonna drag you. I'm gonna drag you tomorrow. I'm gonna drag your ass. And I ain't dragged in a long time, but baby, I still got it. I still got it. I still got it. Believe me, I still got it. Okay? And you, I ain't done it in a minute, but I'm gonna iron. I'm gonna iron, sharpen my knives on your ass tomorrow, baby. Cause you ain't gonna, that ain't gonna stand. I want you to know that.
All right. Drop your link in the chat. Verb 651. Better be careful. It's dangerous up here. It's up in the Stuck Saturdays. Better be careful. All right. Why you laugh so hard? You get on my damn nerves.
That was funny.
Any final words, Diva? Up in the Stuck Saturdays. I guess we're gonna have to continue this. I don't know, late night Saturdays. I don't know.
Are you gonna review the video tomorrow, or what you said Monday?
Well, I was trying to see what time Verb was gonna do her show, so I could try to figure that out, so I could actually review the show.
Oh, okay.
So we could see how horrible of a job Cell did.
I did a horrible job.
But Diva, you got any final words?
Bye, y'all.
Nothing wrong with being.
Let me up.
Let me.